If you're busy doing something else, no worries. We're gonna be here for 12 hours tonight. That's
Hi, Rheanna.
Hello.
Hey, Rheanna.
Hello. Hey.
this is the wife of Mr. Michael Vanilla Shike. Her new name is Vanilla Van Shike Harrison. So you got the Van Shake there too. So. Hello, Rambo Putri. Hello,
Yep.
hello. ¿Cómo está? Hope everything's going well with you. Thank you very much for coming in. We don't do jackets over here, so just to let you know, if you need to see on somebody, go ahead and check out their. You can put your link. Your link. If you're in my under Eddie Lugo, just go ahead and put a hashtag ELS or creator or hashtag yo yo yo, and your link should show up for everybody to see. The same thing with you guys. Go ahead and let everybody know what hashtag you have, so people will do the links and they could mellow out with everybody else. Hello, Jen Rhodes. How you doing? Great to see you. I know you're over at Tinkerbell's link chat. Welcome in, welcome in. Mike and Rhianna are working on it too. Hashtag fam to be on their stream. Hashtag TMD over at the Mustard Drill. I don't think Tinkerbell has a hashtag yet, right?
I need to learn how to do one of those things.
Well, right now, right next to you, your neighbor, the right person to talk to. So you could definitely get some get a little class. Yeah. Probably
Jeremy's your guy to teach you how to get Nightbot set up. So
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
It sounds that you could work something out and get something going either before or after your
I would recommend if you have time, try to get it set up before. That way, when you and Cheryl go live, it'll be in place and it'll be ready to go. So,
mine will be easy. Mine will be TWT.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I figured traveling with Tinkerbell.
Or hashtag Bell, or, I don't know, whatever, however you want to do.
Or you could go
Peter Pan.
Hashtag Pan or hashtag Peter. Hashtag Mickey. I don't know.
You could go. You could definitely do hashtag.
That's right. There you go.
Hey, Scott, I need to correct spelling on that one.
Yes, that would be a tough one.
Hit me up on the text.
Beat me up. That's just the way it is. I know.
When I was tasked with finding a sound for you, I heard that and I was just like, I don't know. It just clicked in my mind. I said, you know what? That's going to be Tinkerbell sound. So.
Tinkerbell sound.
Yeah.
That's a really cool one.
But you know what it makes me think of? Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I hear him, like, Speedy.
Okay.
Well, my last name is Gonzalez.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Gonzalez.
He's been baptized. Yeah,
right.
You're stuck with it now. So, yeah. So, Mr. Mike Van Schaik.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? How's school? How's your classes? How's the training program hitting
Very
in the
good.
place?
I'm working on Royal now.
So I saw that you have Disney under your belt already. What else?
Norwegian.
Disney's College of Knowledge.
Yeah. I got Norwegian done now. Princess, and I'm working on Royal now.
Now that you mentioned Princess, we've been talking about earlier about some nice deals in Princess.
Yeah.
And Scott was showing us some interesting numbers and dates. Unfortunately, I thought that Cheryl was not here, but no. She was in the chat loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Lurking, but she was loud and clear. When she hears 32, she popped in like crazy.
Yes, and that's the only reason I'm here tonight. Because of that, I needed clarification on the 32 days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only that one. But I mean, there's a lot of decent, like I said, there's a lot of decent 14 dayers and stuff in there. Like I said, I'm definitely getting on a 14 day. So
But that is only if you're an agent. So
Yes, it's only you only get it one time. Obviously, you get that one time free cruise after you graduate from their training. So I say hello, welcome, fellow Commodore. So that's what you are when you finished Princess training. You are a Commodore.
Nice.
Get on
Commodore. Or chocolate.
You know what'd be really cool though? It'd be really cool if we had what was that?
I said you get a status. Like every time you finish a training, you get some sort of status.
Yes. Right. Yeah, but when you finish the whole thing, then you're a Commodore. So,
right.
Yep. Yep. So Norwegian training gives you 25% off cruise fares for life after that. But what they want to do is they want to pair it or kind of like marry it to a Norwegian login account. So and you have to be logged into like the standard website in order to get the discounted price. You can't get it through the travel agent Norwegian booking engine. So first of all, I would never do that because then I'm not going to get commission on my own booking. So I'm not going to do that. And then the second thing is that the 25% so this is what they actually do. So they actually mark the cruise up 75% and then they take 25% off and you're still paying more than what you would anyway.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I would never use that benefit because it would just always end up costing me more to do it that way.
True.
So, and unfortunately, the only non-travel agent here, it's me, because even Cheryl, even though she's not a travel agent, she's married to a travel agent, so she's technically, quote unquote,
I look at more cruises than he does.
Yep. And she's the one pulling in the customers. I'm just handling the motor behind the engine.
Yeah.
The official term for that is sub-agent.
Yes.
Oh.
You're a subcontracted by
I'm a subsidiary of Cruising is Fun Anytime.
That's
or
awesome.
I'm pimping him out.
Correct.
Holy mama. So, Mike, what else you got to go?
You know it's Friday night now, boy.
Cheers.
What other cruise lines you gotta go through?
I got Carnival done already. So
yeah, Princess
I think
and
that was
Carnival,
one
right?
of the easier
Carnival's
ones,
easy.
right?
yeah, Carnival's so easy.
Yeah, Carnival's very easy.
You got NCL done. What about Royal?
I'm working on that right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Royal
think for
is
me,
real
Disney is
pain in
on a
the eye.
different level.
Disney is out there.
Yeah, it's on a different level. There's a lot. I'm still going through Disney. I haven't finished that one.
Yeah, Disney's. There's a lot of Disney.
I got started and that was it on Disney. On Disney.
I've been a travel agent 2 years, and I'm still halfway through Disney.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Are
Disney-
you able to sell Disney cruises?
Yeah,
Even the annual Disney update is daunting.
We're able to sell for all of them. Just to know how to do it efficiently and effectively, you have to go through the training.
Yeah, because
and Disney is very complicated. It's not like the other, for like confirmation is completely different. It's just it's different in every which way. They have their own situation going on.
Yeah. But then you get one free. So the Disney perk is one free, one park, 1 day basic ticket every year. Universal is one free 3-day park hopper and 4 additional 3-day park hopper at 50% off every year.
Right.
So
What do you mean?
You
Universal?
get travel rates too.
Yeah, you get travel rates.
Yes. So then you get also like for Disney and Universal, you get like a special rate off of like hotels and stuff like that too. So, but Disney properties or Universal properties. So I don't ever use those though. So usually when I'm in Orlando, I'm at like an independent resort or whatever. So I don't ever stay on properties ever.
Yeah, definitely. We used to do that a lot years back, but
Yeah.
not anymore. Especially when we lived in Virginia, we used to go to what's the park in Virginia that we used to go? Kingston, Minia.
Yeah,
We
Kingston
got a
Indian.
lot, yeah. In Busch Gardens, we went a few times, but definitely did Kingston Minia a lot. House of X, welcome in, and no, it's not fixed yet. I'm still working on it. I'm still struggling through it. Today I spoke to somebody else and I got disconnected, so I'll try again either tomorrow or Monday. But hopefully we'll get my account fixed because I'm
Is
not
that
getting.
creator support?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
ID thing is still messing up. That's what I told Mike earlier when he did his paperwork. I hope he put his full name. That's the way it's on his ID because they're gonna ask for it eventually. You got to send the pictures and stuff like that of it. So
Well, like, good for you though, Mike. Boy, you're really like plowing through it. So
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Good job.
definitely.
Yep. I mean, it took me 2 years to get through everything. But I mean, I worked at it nonstop for 2 straight years. That's all I did all day, every day, 2 straight years, and I got through everybody.
Okay.
So and I mean, like more than just like the ones we've been talking about. Like I got through Ryu and Iberostar, and because I sell a lot of all inclusives also in my agency. I sell mostly cruises, but a decent amount of all inclusives as well. So, but I mean, I went through everybody's. So it took me a little more than 2 years to do it. And then now, obviously now I just have to do the annual updates. So Royals perk is $50 of onboard credit and free internet one time a year. And I actually just cashed you have to send an email or whatever, or fill out a form and with a booking number and stuff, and then you have to do it 3 weeks before you cruise, and then they send you a confirmation telling you it's been applied to your booking. So, and I just did that for my upcoming Oasis because I try to do it on the last Royal Caribbean cruise I know I'm going to be doing for the year.
Mhm.
That's going to be by myself. If I'm sailing with my wife, she will end up booking some type of bundle with the drinks and the internet and everything all together and getting a deal on it or something like that, 30% off or something like that or whatever. So she'll end up doing that. So she actually had already done that for Wonder in October. So I just said, well, I'm just going to use it on Oasis then. So
They should have the new Wi-Fi, right? The what's the
Starlink.
link? Starlink, yeah.
Yeah.
So they should be working better.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I mean, I think Royal is completely done with Starlink rollout, and Carnival is about half done.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
hoping
better.
that I'm hoping that they get to the glory by October.
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping because I did get the Wi-Fi, so I'm hoping that it works, that it will work fine. At least. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem on the on any of the older ships, even Royal Caribbean ships, is that when they retrofitted their ships with Wi-Fi, they didn't put Wi-Fi in everybody's room, right? They only put it like every 4 or 5 rooms out in the hall. So if your room is kind of like in one of those in between areas, so it's on the fringe of each one, you're going to have really kind of, iffy service. And no matter where you're at, even if the access point's right outside your room, you are not going to have Wi-Fi on your balcony. So it cuts out on the balcony.
Celebration, Carnival Celebration, their Wi-Fi was really good.
Right. So Celebration, that's what I'm saying. So the newer ships, they put Wi-Fi in all the rooms. So Celebration, Mardi Gras on Carnival, there's an access point in everybody's room, right? Including out in the halls and stuff like that. But on any of the other ships that were retrofitted years ago with Wi-Fi, they didn't put it in all the rooms. They just put it like every 4 or 5 rooms out in the hall.
Yeah.
Okay, who's playing TV?
That's not me.
Okay, thank you.
Tell us.
It sounded like news or something.
I know,
What's
right?
going on?
Tell us. He's like, I have to it's part of my contract. I have to play tell us has to be, right before I go to bed. I'm like, okay, it's 16 minutes after the hour. or something like that or whatever. He has to like do all
And
that
it's
stuff.
2 hours earlier where he's at, so that's why.
I know. Look, the sun is still shining.
Yeah, look at that.
Whoa.
It's pure darkness over here, just like over at Scott
Here
Boogie
too.
Boogie Land there.
Dark here too.
4 months, 2 weeks to cruise. Woohoo!
Mm.
4 months, my man. You got a while to go,
Ooh,
Cody.
yeah.
We got
Cody.
85 days to go.
Yeah, we got 85 days.
No, we don't. We
No,
have.
Jeremy, to the booze cruise.
Oh, my
I'm
bad.
not going in the one
We're at
that you went
20,
earlier.
sir.
I'm not that lucky.
28
You guys
days.
are. 28 days?
Yep.
And then you're going to be like Scott here. Hashtag KMA.
Right?
What is that?
That means kiss my gluteus maximus, good sir. I looked it up a while ago.
I
All
did.
right.
He had the nerve to ask me that. I said, "Baby, I don't type like
I
that."
did, yeah, I don't speak in text language, so I had to Google it, and it could mean, other things too. But I'm like, I bet it's that one.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And then my granddaughter, when we, are not with you guys, we call and ask the grandkids,
Yeah.
what does this mean?
Listen, I have to go to. My kids are like not like. I mean, like they're done with all that kind of stuff now. Like they're young adults now, but they're post college adults, I should say, right? So I used to have to use Urban Dictionary a lot.
Yep.
When they were like in school and stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
all the time. Because I was
We just did the Urban Dictionary
I looked
2 weeks
I looked it
ago.
up.
Yeah, because our youngest granddaughter was down here, but staying with somebody, another relative, and we said they used it, and we didn't know what it meant.
Definitely.
And I said, well, look it up on the internet, and they send it to the Urban Dictionary.
And my son's a big gamer. Even now, he's still a big gamer and stuff. So there's a lot of like gaming terminology and stuff too that he uses that I have to look up because I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I know. So we're getting older. We can't communicate.
Well, there's also flaws in the text language as well. It could mean so many different things, and you have to rack your brain around, what would this personality say in this moment in time?
Exactly.
You have to break down every single scene of the scenario.
Right.
Jeremy, come on, don't take it that far.
I'm serious.
Simple explanation. Boom. One
I know
shot.
you guys are just at the beginning of your journey, right?
It means this. Bam. Like you said, the gluteus
The
part.
gluteus maximus.
Or the other one is hashtag.
I guess I should have known that. It seems like it's pretty obvious now, right?
But that's within the 7 days.
Hello, McFly.
Yep.
Number 4 is coming out, so I am definitely looking forward to that when it comes out on a right. Oh, Texas.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I'm trying to refrain on it all tonight. So it's right here though. It's within. I need Braille on it still, but it's right
I
here.
need the Jubilee. I need access, Eddie. Put it up big. Show it proud. Texas.
Let me see.
Texas.
Do I have it?
Yeah, there we go.
Do I have it here somewhere? Oh, thank God I don't have that front part of it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Not a good
What was
representation
deleted?
at all. Boo.
sorry. Hey,
Hey.
I don't believe on a round thing with a T in it. So that's for you guys. If anything, I could always give you this one.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Eddie. Z is not in the show. So come on.
Yes, he's not here.
Late night, Bruce.
No, that was for Jeremy.
If he was here, you'd be like,
Yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Or
There we go.
that is
That's
such a
cute.
great picture. Such a great picture.
Yes.
the
I mean, Eddie looks like he's like 12, but
Yeah.
I was home at the time. He kidnapped me,
And I love Alice's flip phone.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Is that a Nextel?
I don't know what was that.
That is too cute.
That's a collectible item now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got that right.
For real.
Bring out a rotary phone for these kids now and then.
Yeah, they be lost like. Mm. Oh, no. If he sent me that, it's like, how dare you?
Yep.
All the way from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Eddie, I saw this post, right? With the picture of stuff, and I like some of the stuff in the box looked like empanadas, but what was everything else? Do you know?
If it's depending on the picture, if it was from a Cuban website, you
It was
have.
on. I think it was on your Facebook page.
Oh, on my Facebook page. So
Yeah, it was like a memory or something you shared.
It definitely had to be. We call it empanadillas, at least on my side of the island, and some other areas they call it empanadas. They also call it pastelillos. There were some carne frita, which is chunks of pork fry, mofongo rellenos, which is a ball of potato with meat inside. You also get the alcapurrias, which is made out of the green banana longer with the meat inside also. So good stuff that will get you fat big time. But
so in January when I was in San Juan, I went to, I forget the name of it. It's like the big restaurant that everybody goes to. I forget what it's called, and I had mofongo like for the first time.
Yeah.
And I really love plantains, so it was perfect. I can't wait to go back and have it again. So.
Yes. Carne frita and with the caldo de pollo, which is the chicken broth that you put on it and make the mofongo a little softer. And then you snack with either the chunks of pork or shrimp or whatever you want on it too.
Yeah.
And a cold drink, and you're in trouble.
I agree with Orange Cone. Barra China in Old San Juan is the place to hit.
That's where we went, Barra China. That's what I'm saying. That's like the place everybody goes to. So that's where we went.
Yep.
Okay, remember
Barra China.
Yeah, that's where the Pina Colada was born.
Yes, and I had one there, of course. So it was really good. So we had a table in the courtyard. It was really nice. Because like when you go on Anthem from the Northeast on the 11-day Eastern, and the first stop is San Juan, it does not get to San Juan till 3:00 in the afternoon. So you're there till like midnight. So you're there for like dinner and stuff, right? And that time of the year gets dark around 5 or whatever. So it was perfect. It was a really great evening. So
if you guys ever go to Old San Juan, another good place to eat is Genesis. That's also across from the port, and it's really, really good. That's where I always go. If Barrachina's too much, it's like I just walk back and just go and eat there. It's very good food.
What's the name of the place again?
Genesis.
Where's that at?
That's when you're at the port and you kind of go do the roundabout and you get to the area where all the restaurants are. They're at the far end of that strip.
The roundabout towards the right.
Yeah.
Towards the right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we always go left.
Yeah.
That's why.
Towards the right.
Usually, like the beginning of it is really crowded, but if you keep walking towards like the end of that street, you'll find them, and they are amazing, like really good food. That's where I always go. Every time I go to Puerto Rico, I go visit her.
Nice. Mr. Bruce, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Fantastic.
Life is great, especially since we booked that Viking cruise. Doing well. And what's really cool with this cruise is boarding day is one day, but we actually don't leave the port till the next evening. So we're actually in Puerto Rico for almost 2 days, or San Juan almost 2 days.
Wow.
before we actually head out. So it's kind of cool. We'll
Oh,
get a
that's
little bit of
awesome.
the city and everything. I'm excited.
Nice.
Well, there you go. You could go to Genesis and pick out.
I know I'm here, and I'm gonna have to check them out now.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see that what is that, a Marriott or Sheraton, whatever hotel that is in front. You're gonna make a right.
Mhm.
Next block, I think, is make a left, go down the block, and you'll find it. Right? Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to talk to her. I said, if anybody says that Tinkerbell sent you, you know it's me.
There you go. Ooh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait
That
a minute.
is so good.
Let me.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Oh,
That's the Monfongo that I got.
That looks really good.
Mofongo, yeah.
There you
Is
go.
that how you say it?
That looks
That looks
good.
good.
and then this I think is
It looks
that's the pina colada I got.
Oh,
That
yeah.
looks
Um,
Very cool.
but yeah, Bargina, it was a really great restaurant. We had to wait probably about
Mhm.
30 minutes or so to get a table, but that
Yeah.
wasn't too bad. So this is a picture I took at the fort.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice.
Nice.
Yes.
But yeah, so I mean, San Juan is probably by far one of my favorite ports. So, again, I can't really. I mean, what I love so much about it is, you get so far away from where the ships are, and you get into the neighborhoods, and there's all these plazas, and and just people hanging out, and it's like a normal place to be, right? It's like you belong there. It's not like everybody around you is from the ship. So you really just kind of, you get immersed in it. So I really love it.
The rest of the island is more spacious, more
Right.
space. It's not as
Right.
crowded like it's in San Juan. You got
Yeah.
everything
So
there.
for forever, my dream, like my bucket list place to go was Arecibo.
Okay.
I
That's
always wanted to go to Arecibo, and I could never. The few times I went there, I couldn't go because Grace was with me, and I knew that out there on that end of the island, Grace would definitely show up. So, and for those of you who don't know, my wife's name is Elizabeth, but she has an alter ego, like another personality that shows up that's called Grace. And every time Grace shows up, we end up in the ER somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was like, I can't go to Arecibo because Grace will show up, and then we'll be out there on the far side of the island, with no ER near us, and we'll be in big trouble. So anyway, so I never made it, and then I was gonna go one time by myself, but then it it fell apart, and like the dish fell apart and everything
Yeah.
else, and they shut it all down and stuff.
Yep.
So I couldn't go.
No, they not take care of it, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's bada boom, done, officially done. So
Yep. Yeah. So now it's lost forever. So
that's right.
So it's good. It's good kind of a public service, message. Don't wait. Go now.
Yep.
That's always also on the east side of the island. You could go to El Yunque, but I will advise you to go there in a few days. Don't go there on your cruise day because traffic could be a nightmare, and it's a little far away. It's a
Yeah.
little walking in it too to get to the main waterfalls in El Yunque. You got to do downhill and up and a bunch of stuff. I did that when I was able, walking, dealing with back years ago. We're talking 2006 for our wedding anniversary. For a wedding getaway. I think that's when we went to Puerto Rico, right?
When?
Or before, when we went to El Yunque. It was 2005, 2006.
2005.
2005. When I went back then, I was walking fine. So I was able to do those hills, all those trails. We made it to the water. We jumped in the water. Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then, but we were there a whole week. But
Mhm.
on a cruise day, what I would advise you is to stay within San Juan. There's a lot to do in San Juan. The El Morro and the other smaller castles that are there. I mean, the old plaza, the waterfalls, the the fountain, all that stuff is there. So you got plenty to do in San Juan, plenty to eat, plenty to drink, plenty to buy too. So
I mean, it's the most. It is one of the most amazing cities I've ever walked all around. I just absolutely love it. Like I said, I love to get as far away from the port as I can, and and just see just see all the neighborhoods and just like I said, walk around. And if you're there in January, there is this like 2-week long street fair that's actually down near the port. It's not right at the port, but it's like a couple blocks away, but it's near the waterfront or whatever. And they have the best chicharron I have ever had in my life.
Probably talking about Loisa.
The best, absolute best.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna chime in on your when you were talking about El Yunque, because I just got back from Puerto Rico like 3 weeks ago, and I'm actually going in 20 more days. When before you could go to El Yunque with no problems, but now they're repairing it and they're doing some construction. So if you're thinking of going to Puerto Rico and going to visit El Yunque, I suggest you go online. I'm gonna find the link, and Eddie, I'll send it out to you. You have to make a reservation, because without a reservation, they're not letting people in. I think they have like 190 people per hour, the max.
Wow.
Yeah, and it took us by surprise, because when I went, because my daughter went with me, she's never been, and we came across like, you can't come in because you don't have a reservation. We were like, what? Like, since when? But they've been doing it since before COVID. So
Since Maria.
Is that since Maria?
I believe something happened up there, because there's a lot of construction on that side to get to the waterfalls and all of that. And because of that, they closed, like you can only have a one-sided street going up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of sucky.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, because I wanted to vlog that area and I couldn't even get to it.
These are this is my wife and I in St. Lucia at the Grand Pitons.
Oh, awesome.
Let me make you a little bigger. Hold on.
Oh, wrong feed.
Not us.
Smile, Miss Cheryl.
What happened there?
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, there's
Hey.
So, but yeah, so Grand Pitons are also just St. Lucia is probably, out of all the Leeward Islands, St. Lucia is probably my favorite one, because it's the one that's least, it's kind of like the one that's least developed. And I don't know, it just seems like it has so much, I mean, they're all very beautiful, but it seems like it just has more natural beauty than some of the other islands in the Leeward chain. So
did you like the bananas, Scott?
That is what I was literally, that was just getting ready to come out of my mouth. And I had absolutely no idea how bananas that island is, right? Like, it's bananas. I was like, I even said to my wife, I was like, who knew? Right?
I know. And they're so good. They're so good.
So like they literally like pulled, like we were on this tour, right? And they pulled up along the side of the road and walked right into the banana grove.
Right.
And just pulled them off the tree and brought them back and handed them out to us, and we ate them. So, and believe it or not, we got a jar or bottle of something called banana ketchup. Okay.
They do have that.
And here's the crazy part about it. It's yellow like a banana, but it tastes exactly like tomato ketchup.
Wow.
But it's yellow like a banana.
Yeah.
So crazy. So
they even have the banana liqueur and all of that. They sell everything banana.
Yes. I mean, never in my life did I expect that place to be that banana centric. Yep.
By the way, here's our wedding picture.
Nice.
2006. And then this is our daughter's wedding. Bam.
Aww.
That's the one.
Yep.
That's the one that is gonna get me in trouble. Oh. And not to go too far away. Over that.
Oh, I was like, okay, so like, thank God it was Friday night, right?
Yeah. No, we needed to save that for the morning show, man. That would have put a little spice. That would have put a little spice in Friday morning.
Okay, so does anybody know who that is?
No.
Okay.
Is this in Curacao?
No, this is in Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
So like he was
Luis Muñoz Marin.
Like obviously he's not like a specific person, but I didn't know if he like, you know, like if in the culture, like if he represented something, you know, like a symbolically, like did he like he was, you know, obviously a statue that was there on the bench, right? But I didn't know if he like necessarily represented anything in the culture that you know of.
He kind of looked like Luis Muñoz Marin, which was a governor in Puerto Rico back in the 70s,
Gotcha.
80s, I think.
Nice.
Okay.
That's who he resembles to me.
Yeah, I was just curious. So this
In
is
San Juan. But
this is
another-
this is what Barrachino looks like in the front.
Let me make you.
Yeah.
So you can see
Barrachina.
it says Barrachino there. So, but yeah, really great restaurant. So again, San Juan is like one of my absolute favorite places to be.
We'll be there.
Fair enough. So.
Yeah, Bruce has two of those at home, 2 barrachinas. He brings one with him on the ships and leaves the other one home just in case.
That'll work.
Yeah, right.
See, he's drinking one right now.
No, I'm not. Drinking Zevia.
You're drinking Activia?
Zevia.
Activia.
See,
Zevia.
Now I'm craving. Craving coffee
One
again.
of those Vias.
I'm craving coffee now. Oh man, I didn't have enough coffee today, so I've been drinking a lot of water. And if I drink,
Is there such a thing as having too much coffee? I don't think so.
it's never too much coffee. Not in my book. I could have 4 or 5 coffees a day. But yesterday I had to cut. I should have cut down. Then this morning would have been a lot easier. But my craving for it got a little bit too much on my side. So then I mixed up with the wrong cookies and the wrong meals and my favorite. Oh, that clip was from 2018, 2019 New Year's on the Carnival. What's the place?
Which one do we do first?
The Escape.
The escape.
The Escape. The NCL Escape. That's when we did New Year's, living out of New York, and then the next morning we were in Miami. That's why my brother picked us up at the airport and took us to a restaurant in Calle Ocho called Mofongo, and that's what I had there. I had a nice plate of Mofongo. Alice had.
I don't recall,
She had. I don't recall.
but I met Elvis.
But I met Elvis. Elvis Crespo just happened to be there, and my brother first saw him. He says, "Oh, Elvis here," and I'm like, "Yeah, get out of here." And he says, "Yeah, he's right over there." And then I looked over down the bar at the end. That's where he was with a bunch of other people taking pictures and stuff like that. So like, get out, that wasn't him. And then as we're getting ready to leave, somehow he must have passed by us and sat on the other side of the bar. And as we're leaving, I looked over and I see him. I go, pequeña, échate para acá. And he reach out his hand and says, you, come here. I'm like, oh, crap. I get myself in, and I went over there. He gave me a hug. I says, oh, let's take a picture. And he says, no, give me the phone. He says, that's my job. I'll do it. And he took a picture of the two of us and says, come on, get in the picture to Alice. Alice got in the picture too. We had a great time. We chat for about 10, 15 minutes with him, and I told him all about the only song that my wife will dance in Spanish. It's Suavemente, otherwise forget about it. And then the restaurant got a little cried. I said, well, thank you for hanging out with us. He had on a hat, he had on glasses. He was like hiding out. He had a concert the night before at the Miami Arena. So you could tell he was a little bit too much drinky the night before. So, but it took time to hang out with us. That was great. So it was excellent. I liked it. So I got the picture somewhere. So don't worry, it's down here. I'm not gonna show it now. So, but it was a good thing to hang out with him. So yes. That's right. Claw.
FBI, open up!
Is that here? Ma, is that here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's here. I gotta hide underneath the sofa. We've been watching Rookie Feds, and then every time I hear that, it's like it makes me look at the TV like the show on. No,
It's one of my favorite sound effects, but it's probably not appropriate for the morning show.
Yeah.
I have like a whole row down here of like Eddie. Like the bottom row of the stream deck is for Eddie's late nights. So
That
there's
is
not that
awesome.
much on it, though.
And there's a whole conversation going on in the chat, Eddie.
oh, I thought. Oh my lord! 40 comments.
I
Oh,
was
sorry.
wondering when you were going to get to it.
Yeah, I was saying, like, where did that all come from?
I had it on brand. Hey, Scotty, how you doing? Kevin. Bruce Sebias, our fire. What? Hello.
What?
What did Bruce? No, this is Bruce Wayne. What you talking about? I know
That's what he's drinking.
Oh, Sebias. Okay. Oh, that's what he's drinking. Whatever that is. I have no idea. I never heard of it. Is that an alcohol or something?
No, it's a soda alternative. It's got they use stevia, which is
Oh, okay. The
stevia
sugar,
plant,
yeah.
not artificial. Yeah, so it's really healthy. It doesn't have all that garbage in it like other sodas.
Oh, sorry. I drink Coca-Cola. Which
Yep.
is, to me, is the right thing.
That's all good.
Hey, Sharon, Eddie, you took your medicine yet? It's 10:30 p.m. Yes, I took my medicine. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for checking on me. Also, Kevin's also here. I see that Cruz is not still here. Very good. We are 5 away from the first 200. Oh, wait a minute.
Woo!
5 subs. Go ahead and put your link on the chat.
Drop it. Wait, I think I still have it in my clipboard.
Yeah, there you go.
Hang
Drop
on.
it. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it.
Yep.
I got it.
Drop it like it's hot.
I got it.
Good.
So it's me
Very
that's
nice.
slipping.
Rheanna is also here. Very, very good. So Rheanna Van Shake is here. Very good. Keeping Mr.
Oh, wait, no, that's Jen
Michelangelo here on the right thing. I wish I could subscribe 5 more times to Jen Rhodes. Jenny, you could do it. You could just gotta come up with 5 more emails, and then you could do it.
That's my girl right there.
Google will give you 5 chances. Then subscribe with somebody else. But that's all you get. 5 chances. Yeah,
I know, right?
So, yeah. Which, I don't. You don't really need 6 emails, but hey, each his own. Whatever you want to do with that stuff. Get yourself out there. So Sharon, how you doing? I missed you this morning. Well, I miss everybody this morning. I wasn't in my best shape anyway, so it was better for me to stay away. How did I remember to cancel the morning show and send a message on the next one? I don't remember, but I did a good sleep, and it's making me feel better. I haven't eaten anything solid, constructive yet. I had some coffee and salt, not saltines, but I had crackers unsalted. So that's what I have in my belly right now. Nothing but love, pulling for all girls. Think very nice. Is that you there? 5 away from 200, or her?
Yeah, I
Oh,
am.
you. Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah. Because I know Cruz Nuts was asking me for the link.
So Jeremy, it looks like you were in Keith's most of Keith's live. Was it a good live?
It was a very good live. There was a couple of people that kept the conversation going, and they discussed the drink package and what to expect on cruises, because it was like two people in there that had never been on a cruise, and they want to in 2 years take their family on their first cruise. So
Okay.
yeah, we were having a really good conversation. The replay is absolutely worth it,
Yeah,
because
well, I'm
it's like,
definitely gonna have to catch the replay. I came back in, I came in at the end of their live,
Right.
but then I wasn't there for very long. But I'm definitely gonna catch
Right.
the replay. But I knew that you were there from the beginning. So
So I have a question for all of you guys. What is your favorite port?
San Juan, Puerto Rico. Why? Because I was born there. So
mine,
I was born there too, but
mine,
Puerto Rico.
mine was Key West until I met Curacao.
hey.
It's sad to say that I would have to put Key West as number 2, because I mean, hey, Key West is everything and a bag of chips.
you guys must have did something completely different than I did in Curacao, because
Well, no,
I was not impressed with Curacao at
I
all.
like the experience of the fort, going through the fort, and then the floating bridge going over that while we were live, trying to maintain 2 cameras and a gimbal. It was bananas.
Yeah.
Okay, but then on the way back, we took the little ferry boat because the bridge was folded. I don't know. I like experiences like that.
Right.
Where you can ride bridges and stuff like that. It was mind blowing to me.
Like
Yeah,
I
it's an
took a
experience.
tour. I took a tour all over Curacao, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we went to like this cave and like some other stuff and everything. But I was just kind of like, we saw like oil refineries and things like that. And I was just kind of like, is Curacao a place like New Jersey or something that, like it's just a place somewhere, and they're just, and they're like, hey, what can we show these people when they come here on a cruise ship? Oh, I know. Let's show them an oil refinery and a pond that had some flamingos standing around in it. And, like a makeshift rum factory or something, and a car dealership. It's like I like I said, I mean, I'm not trying to detract from your experience. I'm glad you had a much better experience than I did. I'm just saying you had to have had a completely different experience than I did in Curacao, because I like never need to go back to Curacao as far
There's a McDonald's whenever you go across the bridge, and you walk all through the markets and stuff that they have on the other side of the bridge. There's a Mickey D's back there, so that felt a little close to home, because we got 3 or 4 of them here on the island.
Yeah.
And also just the floating bridge is what did it for me, because then beyond that one, they had 2 other different styles of bridges as you walk through the shopping market there. Because we walked from the ship and walked back to the ship. We didn't go too far, because we're port people. That's what we do. We like to keep the ship within eyesight. That way we don't become pier runners.
Right.
And I mean, that's important to us. We stay close to the ship. We're on foot. We're not riding no tour buses. We're not, unless we're in Progresso.
Yeah, and see, I'm the opposite. I like to get as far away from the ship as possible. So
yeah, I mean, we're port people. We like to keep it within sight, because But anyway, yeah, it was a different vibe than Key West, but and we did the same thing in Key West. We walked down Duval. We came back up. We got on the ship, but Curacao, I believe, was more a local experience because they had like fishing boats that would come up and sell the fish right there at the market, and the vegetable people and the fruit people. You know, bananas were looking good to us that morning too, but then it was sitting next to the watermelons. So it was like, thank you, good sir. And so yeah, it was a better experience for me.
Yeah, I think also the people in Curacao is they're amazing. They're very calm. They're not always after you. You know, you could have a whole conversation with them, and they're just great people. If you ever if Scott ever goes back to Curacao, he might want to try that turtle experience. It was really cool when you get to swim with the turtles in the ocean. That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
See that Great Cayman is awesome. Well,
yeah, 7 Mile Beach is nice.
I'm about to find out in.
Unless you go to hell.
Excuse me?
Yeah, in Cayman Island, you could go to hell.
Oh, Cayman Island. So we'll find out.
and you can send mail from hell too, and it'll be stamped.
Oh my God. That's not right.
Never do St. Kitts train.
Thank you.
I'll go and get the butter.
We've been to St. Kitts, but I don't remember anything about a train. We stay on the port. Not in St. Kitts. I don't remember. I know we did one in San Martin, was it?
Yeah.
Or in San Lucia also. We did a train. Yeah, we did a train, but I don't remember that part. Ellen says she loves Tortola. I didn't care too much for Tortola. I find it to be a very small kind of place. Vaccination says, as of right now, ours is way very nice, and Love Ketchikan also.
Eddie,
Ken,
that's
you're
the
all
best
over the place.
Tortola's the best place to go. That's one of my favorite ports to stop is Tortola because you get to do the baths in Virgin Gorda.
I remember that, Scott. I remember that cruise when you guys went there for the cigarette place upstairs in the second floor, and the guy took us through the whole process of doing that, and then you guys went out to eat. I remember that part. Very nice. That was very nice, and I'm surprised you made it all the way to Caguas. Yeah, wow.
Great.
And Rheanna says, "What? It's everyone's bucket list cruise."
China.
Tahiti.
Mine is.
You better get on that 32 day there then.
I know, right?
Going to a couple places in Tahiti.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Just
Hawaii is what I'm thinking.
Nice.
Yeah, Hawaii. If I had to pick one for sure.
So Rheanna, I had 2 bucket list cruises. I got to do one of them, which was Cuba. And that's also my favorite cruise port, but obviously I only got to go there once and nobody gets to go back again for right now. So, but my second bucket list is China.
Nice.
Good evening, everyone.
Today I'm going to be on Spectrum
Yeah,
of the
you saw where she went, right?
Yeah, I don't know where she's at.
She's placing that Temu order.
That's right.
My wife said to me tonight, she was like, every time I see that Liberty Mutual commercial, I think of Temu. And I was like, why? Because it's Limu?
Right?
Limu the emu?
Yep, and add the T to it. Love the White House in Grand Cayman. Not sure if we open after COVID. We're about to find out. That's where one of the ports we're going with the boost cruise this year, and we might next year. So definitely. We'll definitely check on that.
Cayman Islands is open right now. It's been open for a while.
Yeah, I mean, they were the last holdouts, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, because they're still kind of technically a British territory. So,
yeah. Cruising also likes Grand Cayman. And Rheanna wants to go to the ABC Islands. Me too. I definitely want to go to all 3. So, but I heard that
so I've only been to A and C.
I heard that there's a problem with B.
Yeah, and I never need to go back to C. And when I was in Aruba, I took a tour of the far side of the island, which is completely different than the side of the island where the ships come in. Like literally, like it honestly, if you took some of the pictures I took of the general terrain on the far side of Aruba and you compared them to pictures from the Mars rover, you would have a hard time telling the difference between Mars and the far side of Aruba. It is completely different than the side of where you come in is tropical, right? Beachy, tropical, normal kind of, Caribbean island. The far side honestly looks like the surface of Mars.
Now, Virgin Gorda, where's that at?
In Tortola.
Okay.
That's where the baths are. If you've never been, Eddie, I suggest try it.
Tortola, yeah.
It's gonna be a lot. It's kind of like a paradise. It's they have these humongous like rock boulders.
Yeah.
And the way it works, you get off the ship, you get a ferry boat, 45 minutes, kind of like Cozumel. 45 minute. It takes you to the land where you land. You go to Virgin Gorda, you get on a bus, and then from there to the bath. And it's like these humongous boulders that they have. And then you have to walk and go in through like the boulder area, which is inside of the water. It's very nice. And when you get to the other side, paradise you've never seen ever, nowhere. It's like pictures don't even make justice.
Now, is that handicap accessible?
No.
That's
I'm actually taking a group. I have a group of 163 people, and I'm taking 50 people are going on that excursion with me in January on the Norwegian Escape.
I love this game.
I'm looking forward to that specific excursion.
Nice. Another Nights cruise is a bucket list for Donnell. I just got a love holding the sloth. No, I don't. And Jen says, take me, Donnell. No. It's to me, I don't want to hog a carpet. So, okay now. Now I see why, right?
What's it say?
I was married to a sloth, not a fan. And, okay. It wasn't a good experience, sloth. Okay. They hold your ex. Oh my God! Come on, Ellen. Hey, Grandmaster Angelo, how you doing? Thank you for popping in. Thank you very much. It's 10:53 in the morning for you. I hope you are enjoying your day. There is a way to get to the bath. They dropped you off in the water. Oh, okay. No, thank you. I don't want to be dropped in the water at all. I'm definitely death scared of sharks, and you never know. Someone might pop up. Can do the boat side arrival to the back, but have to be able to swim. Oh, that I do. But then coming back, it might be a little hard for me to get up there too again. So that's not a good thing. Think about for you. My buddy's name is Gabi Cruz Ayala Chan. He has a shop near the Cigar Museum. Okay. I am going to have to check with him in 3 weeks. Very good. Okay, you let him know. And good evening, everyone. You're going to bed already, so have a good night. If you are, you are. If you want to hang around, go hang around. We're going to be here for 12 hours tonight, so see everybody here. We're here for 12 hours. So, I said for Mr.
Especially if the mustard drill stays.
That's right.
Right?
Because that guy does not know how to shut up.
Okay, takes at 194. We got to get her going forward.
I got 195. I'm 5 away. Woo.
No sharks around Tortola. No feed sources.
So that's BVI, right? Tortola?
Yeah, BVI. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of it so I can show it to you guys.
VVI means British Virgin Island?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we were there. I didn't really care too much for Tortola. I mean, in St. Kitts too, we didn't really do too much. We stayed within the port, so. Yeah.
So, like the last time I was in Thomas, I went to this like kind of like water eco park or whatever, and they had so like they had a lot of like they had dolphins and stuff there and everything else, but then they had this space where you could go like it was a building you went into, but it was off. It was just inside the like just off the coast, like in the water, and you would like walk out this bridge, and then you would go in that building, and then you could go down underneath the water, and it had all this glass. It was kind of like a glass bottom boat, but it was a building that was underwater, so you could just like look all the way around the water in there and see like the fish and everything else. It was kind of cool.
Okay, Eddie, I found a picture, so I'm gonna show it on my camera. Hold on, let me see if I could get this so you guys can kind of see.
Nice.
Hold on.
That's part of the see, you're kind of like inside of the boulders.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So it's really cool. And this is what it looks like if
it's a lot of rocks.
They're huge.
Wow.
And thank you for not having an iPhone.
I know, right?
I like you even more now.
I think if I'm not mistaken, my banner on my YouTube is Tortola.
Oh, okay.
Jen says also love Barbados. Also,
I've only been to Barbados once, and I took a tour, but it's a pretty nice island.
We did the port there also. We just went around.
They take you down. They on the tour. They take you down this street, and then they just say, "Oh, by the way, you just passed Rheanna's house, the house that Rheanna grew up in, right?" But they don't tell you which one.
I actually have a picture in Rheanna's house.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna find it right now. Hold on, give me a sec. And I actually signed her book. Here it is. Hold on.
Nice.
Let me see. There she is.
Yep.
So that's Rheanna's house, and it's like gated. I think they put a gate on it so people cannot even walk. But I actually sat on front of her porch,
right?
And we signed her autograph book.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like I was on a bus, right? So we couldn't get off the bus.
It was a lot of fun.
She says the sea turtles are huge and amazing. Big things over there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been to the turtle farm on Grand Cayman, and the turtles are like anywhere from like the size of a Volkswagen all the way down to like these tiny little like 2-day-old turtles that will sit in the palm of your hand. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, we're gonna hit Grand Cayman, we're gonna hit Montego Bay, and we're gonna hit Cozumel. So we'll definitely. I know that in Cozumel we're gonna go to Paradise Beach. That's the sequence this time. I have no idea what I'm doing in Montego Bay. I believe we're gonna stay within port, and then Grand Cayman is still out there. We might end up doing something. We might, go check out the beach, which is right next to the port, or we'll see how things develop. But I think in Jamaica, we're definitely staying at the port and check out, get a few souvenirs, and get ourselves back to the ship. We also do the same thing when we're in a port that we don't know much about. We try to stay within the area because I don't want to be a pier runner. And I'm not a runner anyway, so I don't want to get stuck anywhere, pushing my 4 wheels, or helping me. So,
even going as far away from the ship as I always have. Never been a pier runner.
Hey, Will G, how you doing? Embarkation Nations. I have been to the farm also. It is pretty neat. Will G is here, driving and listening. Thank you very much, sir. Thinking about loves Barbados as well. Grand Cayman is awesome. We'll find out. We sang with 3 of them in St. Thomas. It was cool. Of course, I didn't have my camera. Yeah, that usually happens. So Now that I carry like 3 cameras with me, my phone, and 2 different cameras too. So I better film something before I get out of there. So we'll see. And talking about Rheanna, she's here too. Hey, the singer's here. We need to visit the turtle farm when we go on the secret bus cruise 2.0. There you go. Write that down,
Yeah, I
Mike.
think you guys will really like the turtle farm a lot.
Yeah.
So we do have a star here in the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you about sign your book. So remember, you look her up and put a star next to her.
Right.
Do not go to Stingray City.
Oh my God! Yes.
Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
agree with you, Scott.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
No.
I've never in my entire life wanted to get back on the boat more ever.
What was the deal? What happened?
I just was not digging standing around that water with those stingrays swimming, man. I don't care how much they told me that the stingrays had no interest in stinging me. I'm like, it's called a stingray.
But they're here. Right.
Like, not digging it. So plus I'm a really short guy and the water was like up to here on me. So like,
see that?
Yep. That's the original.
Vanilla shake. She's the original ice baby. There you go. She's gonna be singing for us on a 2.0.
Right,
Mike?
Well, probably.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so any more crazy Asian potato chip flavors?
No.
There, Mike?
I forgot about that. Yeah, I remember that you were told to put them in a bag and put them away because they
ate 'em all.
smelled. You ate them all?
Yeah. You never touched them at all.
Are you getting any more?
We're gonna try.
Wanna get yourself in trouble again? Mike, you don't learn, huh? You like being punished.
Yeah.
I just go with the flow. No big deal. Let it happen. You know what I mean? It's part of life. You got any Timu coming?
Yeah, you actually do. Coming
2 bags?
Thursday.
You're not like Jeremy over there. Jeremy got like a whole truckload coming.
That sucker was it extended beyond my shoulders. I'm like, I just walked in the house like that, and she was like, "Hold there, let me take a picture." I was like, okay. That sucker was huge.
Oh yeah. I got a little one here that I got a few days ago. That I finally opened a few days ago after sitting there like 3 or 4 days. But I got only things I got is this for the guys on the booze cruise.
Surprise.
As soon as they wear their I think they know already. They wear their pineapple shirt. They're also gonna be getting this.
Put yourself on big screen.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's right. That's right. And it goes with that music too. When you put them on, if you put them on, that thing goes, whoa.
Good one, Eddie.
They only had 9 left, so I got them all. So I'm hoping the 9 guys will be hanging out. Don't worry, Mike.
Whatever, and somebody had this guy. He's like, "What happens?" Like, I forget what it was. He said something like, What do you do if somebody like says something to your wife or whatever?" And he was like, "I call 811." And they were like, he was like, "What we call? Don't you mean 911?" He's like, "No, I call 811." He's like, and they were like, "What's that?" And he was like, "Because he was like, I call 811 so I can figure out where to dig a hole." Right. And then it cuts out, and they put those glasses on them or whatever, and they start playing like Snoop Dogg or whatever.
Yeah, Thug Life.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that's for the crew. Jen, 57 minutes to check in.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's almost
Somebody go-
She's going on a cruise. She's going on the
Yeah.
Venezia.
El Venezia.
Check in at midnight.
Ooh, nice,
She's
nice.
gonna be
nice.
checking into her cruise while she's on the live.
Hey.
And I think Cruising with Keith may be going on that same sailing because they were waiting to check in too.
Yeah, I think they are.
I think they're on that same sailing.
Yeah.
They leave on I think it's the 19th.
But didn't they say they were leaving in like 15 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's about right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Could
right.
be
2 weeks.
sailing.
2 weeks to check in. I keep
Oh, they
forgetting
get-
about that.
I've been checked in for Oasis for like 3 or 4 weeks already. So,
Wow.
but I get early check-in because I'm because I'm diamond. So
There
Yep.
you go.
I need to, Jeremy, now that you're here, I need to, I don't think I reserved parking on Galveston yet, and I'm going there in January. So I need you to let me know what would be the best place.
Jeremy's house.
I wish. I wish. You have no idea.
The only thing you have to take Miss Cheryl with you.
Right.
No, wait, I am taking them both with me.
Ah.
They're coming. Well, she has I have to bring a trailer too.
We
All
use
her luggage.
we use the Port of Galveston parking. And whenever you put your sailing in, wait, you guys are on the Prima?
Yes.
Okay. Whenever you put your ship and sailing in, it's going to let you know where that parking lot is going to be. Otherwise, if you want to book outside Port of Galveston parking, it is easycruiseparking.com. easycruiseparking.com.
Easy cruise.
Highly recommend it.
I'll write it down.
Try to get my secretary here to write it down and know. She says to me, "You write it down."
I don't have a pen.
Yeah.
All right, easy.
Easy Cruise Parking.
Is that an EZ or easy?
Easy or easy?
Z as in zebra.
he is an Eddie.
Easy cruise parking.
easycruiseparking.com.
Okay. So I gotta do the same thing. We already got New Orleans. We don't have a hotel yet. Because I'm debating between if I should drive the night before, which is a 10-hour drive, go straight to your house so we could have breakfast.
Yeah. We don't do sugar in our grits over here, good sir. I'm just
That is fine.
We got great butter.
Oh, wait a minute. It's on a Sunday. You probably go to church on Sunday, so.
Yes, we do. And have
now I feel better. Okay. Oh, okay. And see that Will G does the same thing. I use Easy Cruise. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's where he goes. Very nice. We'll try to hook up with them. Check-in always makes it feel real. Yep. Waiting patiently. Yes. Oh, yeah. August 19th. They say here. Does
Yeah, but then-
anyone know
but-
how shorts fit for fluffy people coming from Timu? I will say to go size bigger because sometimes things
Look
are
at the size and chart.
yeah. Oh, he's 5'11", 250 to be
See,
exact.
I always think to myself, like the stuff from Timu does run a little bit small,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? So yeah. Like the shirts definitely are small.
Yeah, mine instead of 2XL, I got him 3XL just to fit right. I don't know about Mr. Van Schaik here. He's skinny as a doll, so
Right.
everything fits right with him.
I usually get large.
But you're getting a belly there, my man.
Yeah, but you're really tall too, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah. I'm like 5'11".
Nobody here is as tall as Jeremy. He's 6'7".
I'm 6'1".
next to Brian from Howie Cruise.
Yep.
You're like twice his size.
Yeah, but I was also standing next to Josh from Have Luggage Will Travel. He's taller than me.
You should see me standing next to Josh. Yeah,
Josh.
Like,
yeah,
two of me on him.
Just this
Me,
big.
I'm like Brian. I'm on his size.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you're gonna make fun of me too. So don't worry. I could reach where I need to reach.
Yep.
And I will drop you like a bat.
Well, Jen, I hope you live in like Iowa or California or some other place, because if you don't, your tickets aren't worth the paper they're printed on.
Yep.
Well, yeah. That's where I hit.
It always hits in like California or
yeah.
Some crazy place or whatever. It's a million miles away from here.
Or way out in the middle of Texas in a town that only has 200 people.
That is true.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Rheanna. A nice little round pup. It looks more like a pregnant guy than a regular belly.
Oh, wow.
Check out his last video when he's doing some zooming of some drone that he has. You see, as the drone's getting closer, you see that little round thing. It's like,
oh, okay.
Is that a guy or a girl? Is it? Oh, it's Mike. Oh, Rheanna got him.
Yep.
Rheanna got him good. You've been eating too many tacos.
It's those fish flavored potato chips
from Japan. They get into you, man. That's what it is.
As long as
I'm drinking this stuff now.
Oh, nice.
Is that a Zoa?
Yep.
What is it?
Energy drink.
You don't need that stuff, dude. Drink water. Don't be drinking that.
Well, you said we were going for 12 hours. I'm see he.
Yeah. He needs it. Yeah, we're gonna be here 12 hours tonight.
We could go for 12 hours, and the sun would still be shining over his shoulder there.
It is.
I think it's getting dark because it looks a little darker.
Yeah, it is starting to get dark there now.
He pulled the blinds down.
All right.
Right, Mike? That's why it looks dark. You pull the blinds down, Mike.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, one is dark. The other one's still light. You saw that? It's been dark here big time. Fish flavor anything? I don't know. Yeah, but Cody, go ahead and order a size bigger, just to be safe, and don't go crazy ordering a bunch. Order one first.
Yeah,
the materials it's not like cloth. It's like a polyester kind of type of feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be a little tight feel, but Mike, don't forget to get your pineapple shirt for next year. All right.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, you got okay, good. But the real one, the one that is sponsored by the cruise ship,
I have to get one.
it's like a neon yellow with pineapples in it. So
is everybody going to have pineapples?
No, it's not everybody, just a few of us.
Yep.
We're just gonna do a little pineapple squad.
Make sure somebody's vlogging all of that because you guys are going to get hit.
There's plenty. There's plenty of cameras.
Yep. They're gonna at the end of the night, they're all gonna go back to their rooms or whatever, and maybe a minute or two after they go in there, they're gonna hear knock, knock, knock.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm bringing my door sign on this one. I really don't. I don't know.
And then my clock's gonna be there too, so he's gonna be bringing pineapples.
Right.
But Scott, don't be crying too much. Next year, you're part
Yep.
of our group, so next year you better wear that pineapple shirt too.
Flamingos maybe, but not pineapples.
Okay. I'm gonna bring some extra pineapples and stick them all over you.
Yep.
Put one right here in the front of your forehead. And attach them to your fedoras. You'll be hanging around with it, and I'm gonna put them upside down.
And I'm telling you, these stick to clothes. They really do. They stay there.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
We put one on his back.
These are coasters. These are coasters.
Oh, wow.
Believe it or not. Dollar Tree.
Alice and Cheryl got a pineapple purse.
Person, exactly. It's like, okay, are you going to want to do the purse thing every day? Because there may be a different purse for a different occasion. Just a pineapple day, we can get the purses out. I think she sent her some earrings too. I'm not sure. I have to see what's going on with that too.
I got a watch
Pineapple
too.
earrings.
Earrings. I got earrings, necklace, and a watch.
Nice.
Oh wow, she's pineappled out.
Oh yeah, and
All right side up. Nothing upside down. Right side up.
Yep.
and she has blouses and all
and
that too.
flip-flops.
Yeah, and flip flops too. She also got me a bathing suit with pineapples in it and a hat.
Oh Lord.
Nice. Pineapple King's gonna be all over the place.
That's
Oh
what I'm
my
bringing
God.
to Paradise Beach.
Okay.
Pineapple shorts for the swimming and my hat.
Yep.
You guys
I'm
are
gonna
gonna
bring
come
that-
out in the cruise news for real.
I'm going for the coconut shrimp. I heard it was good, and it's all you can eat too.
Ooh.
So whatever.
At Paradise Beach, you mean?
That's what
Yeah.
I heard. I don't know. It'll be my first time.
See, Alice likes shrimp, but she won't eat the coconut shrimp.
Oh no.
All you gotta do is give it to me. I
Right.
take care of it.
I'm trying to
You know?
think. I'm trying to think what restaurant. I know. Red Lobster during all you can eat shrimp.
Yep.
Endless shrimp or whatever. They had coconut shrimp one year or whatever. It was okay. It wasn't great.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like Mike too. Mike loves shrimp too. Clock.
Mhm.
I know he's gonna be picking out on that stuff. So, CB Baseball Card Collector, how you doing? Thank you
Hey.
for popping in. Joe Cody's still here. Thank you very much, Donnell. Jen is also here. Have a great sleep, Donnell Rhodes, and try to have a good day at work, bro. All right. All right. Good night. Good night. Thank you for coming in and hanging out very much. Fish flavor anything. Okay.
Bye, Donnell.
That's another good thing. Just good luck to the roads. Yep. Oh, that's right. They're clocking in into their cruise. So in 14 days, they are going to be out of here.
Yep.
They will grill it too, says Will G. Nice. Very nice.
Mm.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Good night, y'all. Okay. All right, Jen. Very much. Thank you for hanging out with Tinkerbell and us over here. Us, the usual suspects here. So. Well,
Wait,
yeah.
well, you wait. You can't go yet. You didn't tell us. Did you hit Mega Millions or not?
Maybe they did, and they're quietly walking away.
Bye.
I said, "Wait a minute, we gotta keep it a secret. We gotta get out of
I
here."
know, right? It's
Yeah,
like your
yeah.
secret boost
We
cruise.
found.
Yep. Don't tell anybody about that. But yeah, there is a secret boost cruise.
Yes.
And by the way, do I have it here somewhere? I better have it here somewhere.
Mike is so quiet.
Boost Cruise 20.
Sorry.
He's usually pretty quiet until he's on his own Sunday live.
Right.
On his own Sunday live, he's not quiet at all.
And the thing is that he's 2 hours earlier than all of us.
Oh, look, Jen is going to charter the whole ship if she wins.
All right, nice.
That's up.
Very nice.
Only for those watching.
Right.
Okay.
I know Eddie can run the giveaway tool at any point. You're Put it hashtag win.
Not moving.
Especially for all of us, if we win. I cannot tell. Wedding for scan. You go through and just ooh, kick everyone else.
Kick
Oh
everybody
yeah,
else off.
yeah. That sounds like a good deal.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
That's
God,
all,
that'd be
yeah.
crazy
Well,
having a
yeah.
ship all to yourself.
Could you imagine? Be like that movie with the two that woke up from their sleep. They be hanging around all through the ship by themselves. Ooh,
They
that'd
want
be
the
scary.
budgets.
That'd be really scary. So, hello, Wanda. When the budgets and beyond.
Hello.
So, JNS. Who's JNS Adventures? We don't know no JNS Adventures. I know a Jeremy and a Cheryl, but no JNS. Who that? Who that? I know Cheryl's here somewhere. She's still around.
Yep. Actually, I haven't seen her in the chat for a hot minute, so that might be post sleep at this point. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
You sure? Do you have
Jeremy,
anything else
she's
going
ordering
on?
Temu.
Yeah, she might be. Noni, playing the game over there. So who knows? Let me check on they're still on the Down Under cruisers. They got a nice looking ship behind them too.
Yep.
Welcome to the Shani or something. Hold up, let me give him a hello.
Where's Mr. Clock tonight?
He said something about being at a friend's house. So
yeah, because I think he was not in Ross's or something too, because he was somewhere doing something. So
cool.
Oh, this live stream's over with. Okay, no wonder. I can get in the chat. That's kind of weird. That is weird. That was weird. Thanks for being so kind, Jane Rhodes. Okay. I'll be like run and picture Kevin. all of us be, if it's NCL, be in the Haven. If it's MSC, will be in a yacht club. If it's Royal Caribbean, I have no idea what they call it, but yeah.
Those are the Royal Suites.
There you go. We'll be up there in those things. We kick everybody. Oh, the Icon. That will be
I
the
saw
ship
the
to be.
Icon today. Woo!
The first sailing, kick everybody out because you're taking over the ship. Everybody,
I saw
be,
the junior
man.
suite today, so it was fun.
There's two big suites there. She could have one, and
those Icon family suites, insane.
Right.
They're like what 151,000.
Say one.
A lot.
One. Mm-hmm.
A lot.
For 1 week. Not much.
The Icon Royal Loft is 151,000 for 2 people.
Oh, mama.
Hey, you can fit 8 people on it, but for 2 people, that's what it's running.
And every time you go into Cruising Power and look at it on any sailing, it'll say unavailable wait list, which means it'll be booked, right? Like it's insane.
Yeah, they're booked.
It's like you look at this, like you look at the Star Loft suites and stuff like that on the ships that those are on, and they're always booked. They're never available. Like maybe sometime you'll find like a 1-bedroom owner's suite or something. That's about it.
I saw the last junior suite on the 3rd sailing today.
Yeah, I haven't actually had anybody book Icon through my agency yet.
This one was my 39th Icon sale.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. It's expensive, that shit.
Oh yeah.
And Jet, I've never been on RCL.
Really?
Yeah. Alice been to one back in 2010 with her sisters. They went to from New Jersey. They went to Bermuda for a week. A week, right? Was it right?
5 days.
5 days. And the closest we're gonna be back in RCL will be Celebrity next year in June. I believe Celebrity is part of RCL, right?
It is, but the yes, it is. It is
sister
owned by it, but
You can't call
yeah.
it RCL.
What celebrity cruise you going on? Which one?
Eclipse.
Oh,
Yeah, they're going to Bermuda.
nice.
For 3 days. 2 days to get there, 3 days in Bermuda, and 2 days back.
That's
So
awesome.
I went to Bermuda on Adventure of the Seas.
I went to Bermuda on the Magic.
Oh, okay.
So Scott, next year, June 2nd, 2024, living out of Jersey, Bayonne.
Yep. Beth just brought it up to me the other day. She's like, I've been looking at that cruise. I'm like, okay.
Join us.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really like Bermuda a lot. So, really like it a lot.
Nice.
It's so pretty. It's very clean.
Very clean.
Yes.
And Moonlight Adventures put up a post about they're doing a 25th anniversary next year. They're gonna do Teddyland and whatever.
Yeah, they were like asking for suggestions on what they
and
should
I did.
do.
I put him about Helen in Georgia, March 8, 9, and 10. Then our cruise in June, going to Bermuda for the 7 days. Yeah. And also my our 2.0 in October. So we'll see what happens, Maybe we'll catch on one of those. But I think they might end up doing Helen because CM is going to be there. There's going to be a lot of creators going to Helen. And the good thing about Helen is it's only about 2 hours away from us.
Yeah, that has been on my list of places to go like for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So I definitely am considering that myself.
Every time we drove down here, I keep looking at it. I say, I want to take Alex there one of these days because she's of German heritage. So definitely. And then last time we were here for a while, on the way back to New York, I wanted to stop there, but we stayed down here a little bit too long, 3 or 4 hours extra. So like, it's already too late to stop there. So maybe next time.
Yeah.
So when that group thing came up about Helen in March, I say, bingo, that's it. So
well, years ago, I took one of those ancestry DNA tests, and it came back and said you're 82% German. I'm like, duh.
Hey, Dre just made it in.
Hey, Michelle. Hello, good evening. Thank you for popping in. We're just hanging out. We're just shooting the shoot and picking on Mr. Van Shake over here. We started talking about becoming a travel agent, which he's doing right now. The other 3 people on the panel, they're all registered travel agents. I am not. I am just Poopy Talker here. I'm just happen to be the host of this shenanigans tonight. But no travel agency experience. Oh, for me. What's up, my man? How you doing?
Hey, doing good. How's everyone doing tonight?
¿Qué pasa?
Pretty good. Just
You
felt
wanna
like
do
stepping
Philly?
in to say hi for everyone.
This is my son, my editor, for those of you that don't know.
Yep.
Can you tell his her kid? Yes. Yes, you can tell. Definitely. I thought it was Martina at first. I'm like, and then when I saw the darker glow,
No, he stepped out to go pick up my daughter. She's at a 15 party.
She's bringing back cake, right?
I don't know. All righty.
Well, everyone, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Good night. Don't worry, we're gonna be here till tomorrow morning.
Right? We need those hours.
Nobody's dream message. No, seriously.
Mike's like, I'm here for the hours.
No, seriously.
Hey, Scott. Today I just realized that I passed up cruising is fun anytime in watch hours. So I wanted to say a special thank you for helping out with that.
And where are we at now?
We hold on.
That Lumi thing that you guys
I'm still in the 1700s.
Okay.
Hang on. Wait.
You're getting better than 1300.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which we had the other day. So I think the last I heard was like
1794.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
So after tonight, you'll definitely get your.
Now, just out of curiosity, are you keeping track of how many are falling off every day, or no?
No.
Gotcha.
I just keep pushing forward.
Well, of course. I just didn't know if you were like, kind of like even just making a mental note about it or whatever.
No.
Mm-mm.
So.
Yeah. Don't start looking at those numbers. Then you go crazy.
Don't look back. That's always.
Well, no, right, but I mean, but at the same time, you don't want to feel like you're on a treadmill about it either, right?
They said it was a marathon, so I'm ready.
Well, I know, but I mean, if you're moving forward and it keeps falling off on the back end, then you're not going to really ever get anywhere.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Nice, Ray Michelle. Very much congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, congrats. That's awesome.
That's a heavy thing to do, but it's done and over with. And it's done very much. Hey, Buds. Thank you for popping in here. We appreciate that very much. You're missing out, bro. Travel agent life is the way, perks and endless. Oh, so you're a travel agent yourself too. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. But right now, YouTube to me is keeping me pretty busy. I don't really like to be too much under stress. That's why one of the reasons we moved down from New York to live down here in Georgia. So it's we're trying to do a little bit better. So I don't know. You never know. Maybe in the future, who knows? But for right now, I see it as a far away situation. Maybe if Alice does become a travel agent, then that might help me get in it as a part time.
Yeah, I say, you know what? Even if you just become an agent and book your own travel and don't sell travel, then I mean, this is just my opinion. There's nothing stressful about booking your own travel.
Oh yeah, my own travel, yeah.
So so even if you just become an agent and book your own travel,
and plus you get some of your money back 2 weeks after you get back, or like a month after you get back.
That was one of the first things I ever said when I became a travel agent. I was like, cash back traveling.
Yep.
That's right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I know I don't know. Let me give it some time. I know Mike from
depends, Eddie. It all depends on how much work you want to put into it too.
Yeah.
I know Mike from Cruise Nuts is also becoming an agent. Mike Clark also becoming an agent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like everybody here is turning agents,
Yeah.
Forgetting about their channels. They're going more into the business. We're gonna have to be called by our business names now from now on, instead of the channel name.
See, I did it backwards. I was a travel agent, and now I'm into the YouTube.
Right.
I mean, the same thing too. I was a travel agent for many years before I started a YouTube channel. So,
but it makes sense if you think about it. It makes sense to have a channel out there.
For sure.
Because you travel so much, and you could put all that content out there for everybody.
Like I had, like everybody else, or a lot of other people, wanted to do it for years, was too nervous about it and all this other stuff. So I kept putting it off. And then I was like, okay, finally, I worked the nerve up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I went on the Grandeur of the Seas, and I vlogged a whole bunch of stuff about the Grandeur of the Seas. And then at the end of the cruise, we got off, came home, and like a couple of days later, they said cruising is shut down because of COVID. Yep. So I'm like, great. I just started a YouTube channel about cruising. There's no more cruising, so it was very disappointing. So obviously my next vlogs were just like vlogs here about news and stuff like that, because of course, it was changing so much. People weren't sure about what was going on. So I vlogged for a couple of months leading up to the restart. And then as soon as the restart happened, I jumped on Mardi Gras. So.
See, my idea was I did Carnival back in the 80s and 90s. And, from what I remember, I wasn't too much into it. NCL comes around back in 2018 when we got back into, once in the 90s, I jumped into retail big time. So I was traveling a lot. Uh, 11 months out of the year, I was out on the road. And finally, the month that I was home, I was able to either take the month off or work at my local store, and I was able to do my own schedule. So that was the nice perk of it. If I wanted to get paid, I could work anywhere wanted to. As long as I set my own stuff, and at the same time, I was getting paid for vacation time anyway. So what I used to do was that I will go to my local store where I was from in Miami and work there for the month. And then January comes around by right after inventory, I jumped up and went. I was gone for another 11 months again. So I stopped cruising for years, and then she goes on her cruise in 2010, and then I think it was 2015 or 2016 that RCL started coming out with those nice commercials with music and showing the ships and all that. And I'm like, wait a minute. So something started itching my back again. I'm like, wait a minute. I might be interested in doing something. So we started talking about it, and we end up picking NCL because right there in the port of New York. So, and I loved it. Once we got into the first scape, NCL scape, I got hooked. But the second day, we were already talking about booking another one, and we end up getting the NCL Blitz for the following year. So, and then unfortunately, COVID hit and everything went kaput. So we had three during the pandemic that got two. The first two got canceled because the ships got taken away from New York to go someplace else. And then the third one we have to cancel ourselves because that's when we finally came down here. So we couldn't do it. Her new job and all that. I didn't want to push too much into it. So it's just as we go. But eventually, now that we're picking up again, we just did the bloggers back in January, in February. We're doing the bus cruise now, and then next year we're doing three cruises. We're limited to do three because of her job. She does payroll where she works, so she can't take that much time off too fast. But eventually, once she retires in another 5 or 6 years, they might be more cruising around, and maybe by then we'll become both of us will become travel agents, and the same thing. I'll be filming where we're going, and I'll be using that as a backup.
Yeah.
Sales,
Yep. So I'm sure Jennifer's listening. So does anybody know who Embarkation Nation's host is? And who's your host, Tinkerbell?
I'm with Expedia Cruises.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And I went with Expedia because when I was looking at the host situation, it was better off to go with Expedia, not only because everybody knows Expedia, but they provide you with leads and they help you a whole lot versus you just going out there on your own and then trying to figure everything out, paying all the insurance and everything that comes with.
Right.
So it's been great. I can't complain.
Right.
Like last year, I ended up, I think we're like about, in the United States, I think we're like about 5,500 agents. And I was number 4 last year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very nice.
This year so far, as of today, I'm number 13 in the United States. So.
Gotcha.
Does it cost anything to be?
Alice is asking, what's the cost? What is the deal?
I think it's like $349 to come into Expedia. It costs $15 a month to use their name and licensings and all of that. So that's a monthly. But once you pay the $349, you have your training. So you can do your training and everything, like all the comes with Carnival, everything, all the training for everything you get done through them. And then they start coaching you. You go through coaching and all of that stuff. So it's to me, it was worth it. I have a great Expedia family, a great backup, and they're always there. Like I never thought, to be honest, I've been doing this for 2 years. It took me by surprise last year when I found out that I was 4 in the nation. It really, because I never expected something like that. But it's just depending how much work you put into it. The work that you put in is what you're gonna get out.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
And especially like when you it's that you have so many clients, and it's all about the customer service. If you're there for your client, no matter what happens, whether good, bad, or whatever, I think to me that means the world. And when you're good at what you do, trust and believe, customers come like if it was nothing.
Very good. So Scott, you know about Main Street Travel?
I have never heard of them.
I don't know if it's just Texas or where they live or however that works.
Well, like Jeremy and Mike are with Cruise Brothers.
Yes.
Yep.
So, and I'm with the 4th largest host agency in the country called KHM Travel Group.
Okay.
So, and they're based out of Ohio.
I know a lot of people that are with Cruise Brothers. I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
And apparently, Scott here from Controversial Cruising will be joining soon. My current TA is with them as well. Once I'm ready, I'm going with your host Scott, and I had a nice convo with him about them. So, conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I like KHM. I mean, I pay $500 a year.
Okay.
And then that's it. I mean, like you can pay it monthly or upfront. I just paid upfront, but you pay $500 a year, and then they have, like, first of all, their support is amazing. Their support is like always there. You call them, chat, email, this, that, or whatever. In all the different departments, they're really great. And then they also have some training things. Like if you really want to just be trained out, like if you really just want to be trained, you can go to their boot camp, which is 3 days, and it's, all the basics. And then once you get going and stuff like that or whatever, if you want kind of like next level training, you can go to another kind of, I think it's 5 days or something like that, or 7 days or something. It's called Destination Success, right? But it's like another kind of like you go out there to where they are in Ohio, and you spend that time there, and you come into the office every day, and with a bunch of other agents. So they have them several times a year. So you just schedule into whatever the next one is, or whichever one works for you or whatever. I did not do any of that stuff for the following reason, is because I already knew a lot about travel before, but I didn't know, like, obviously the specifics about selling it and stuff like that. So I did all of the individual, suppliers training. And then KHM also has like really basic minimum training you have to do on their website before they'll give you the access to all the suppliers. So you do all their basic minimum training and stuff, and then they give you the access to the suppliers. And then so they give you all the basic suppliers, and then if you want access to any other supplier, you just go to the website, log into your agent portal, and request it, and then you usually get an email within like 24 hours saying, here's your credentials. So I did not go to boot camp or anything else, but I know a lot of agents do. And I am consistently in the top 5% of KHM agents for sales. So,
awesome.
it's just, I mean, I learned along the way. I mean, I knew a lot of stuff, and, and I understood travel kind of from a concept standpoint. So I just did the training and learned and picked up a lot of things along the way and stuff like that too. And I mean, they have other stuff too. Like they have this Facebook group that's just for agents. It's called KHM Agents Only and stuff like that. So, we chat and stuff in there a lot, share information, stuff like that. So
do you go on a lot of seminars at seas or inaugural cruises?
So I don't. I mean, there used to be a lot of seminars at sea and stuff, and I just never did any of those. But there's a lot of fam trips and stuff to like to all inclusives that I would like to go on. So it's I hate to admit this to you, right? But it's kind of a mixed bag for me, right? Some agents I really like and really get along with a lot. Some agents. And if I had to spend 3 days at an all-inclusive resort with them and their clipboards and pencils and their stupid questions, I would probably just kill myself. So I think about that every time I'm about to say, sure, I'm going to sign up for this fam. So, so yeah. And I've been on some FAMs where I actually knew more about the resort than the person at the resort, the director of, agent relations that was taking us around telling us stuff. So I'm like, what am I going to learn there? Right.
Yeah. I just got back from a SAS back in, when was it? When did I go? What month are we? July, August? We went in, I think it was April on the celebration. And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the seminars at sea, I don't think they're doing them anymore right now, like, since we've come back from COVID, but I'm sure they're going to start back up again. And I would definitely like to jump on 1 or 2 of those for sure.
Like right now, I'll be in the Celebrity Ascent inaugural. They sent me over there. So I was one of the chosen ones. So that was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see that ship.
So have you ever been to Cruise World? Have you ever been to Cruise World?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I think I might like look at Cruise World, in one of these upcoming years or whatever. So like I applied for their, like when I was a young agent, like just like in the first year or something like that, I applied for their scholarship program, right? They fly you down, put you up, pay for your entrance and everything else, right? The only thing you have to do is under that, you have to visit every single booth.
Okay.
And stuff like you really have to avail yourself of it, right? And most agents maybe in that situation would want to avail it. So it's like, oh, really? That's my only requirement. I was going to do that anyway, kind of stuff, right? But they only pick like 10 agents or something like that out of all the agents in the country. So it's kind of a long shot of ever getting picked for that anyway. I'm at a point now where if I went, I would pay. But back then, I didn't have a lot of sales. I wasn't making a lot of money from it or anything. So,
do you do it full time, Scott?
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
I'm
even incorporated.
Same here.
Yeah. There's a SAS right here on the Celebrity Silhouette for Cruise Brothers. But it's going from it's from Fort Lauderdale. And I didn't know they included Wi-Fi on these.
Yeah, some of them are completely free.
Yeah.
Well, this is inside in Ocean View from $671 per person.
Yeah, because when I went on Holland, I went in for free. They pay for everything. When I went on the Prima, it was free. They pay for everything.
Wow. So I know that like carnivals, like before, like carnivals were always, I thought a little on the pricey side too, like $600, $700, $800.
Right, but this is Celebrity. I expect it from Celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I went on the celebration, I think I paid like $900 and something for 3 of us to go. It was me and my 2 daughters on a balcony. So I think that was really good. No Wi-Fi, but that was good for a 7-day cruise.
But generally speaking, how much time do you really have to do the travel agent stuff throughout these sailings?
Like when you're doing a SAS, you mean? Like
when you're doing a SAS, like you're there. You have to go into the conference area and stuff.
Right.
And,
well, I mean, how much time per day do they expect?
It's like maybe when we did the SAS for celebration, like we met on sea days, not on port days. And we did like maybe 2 hours, like let's say from 9 to 11.
That's what I say. I thought it was just in the morning and then you had the afternoon to yourself. And then occasionally they might get back together for like an hour in the evening or something like that. But that's not always the case. I mean, that's the way I understood them.
Right. So, when I went on Holland, that was like a 4-day cruise. And we went with Arnold Donald, the CEO. He was there. I met with him.
Yeah.
That one was a little bit more strenuous. That one was a lot of like you were there, like we were there from like 9 to noon. Then we break out for lunch, and then
Right.
we got back at 2 to 6. And then the day that we were at port, which is Half Moon Cay, we were off that day. And then on the next day, we had more seminars, and they gave away like 75 cruises on that one. And then we were like about 500 agents on that ship. It was only agents.
Right.
It was really cool. It was really cool. You get to meet a lot of great people.
Right. You know what I wish they would bring back? I wish they would bring back the ship tours.
They have here in Tampa, they've did the Paradise and the Pride, and
so they used to do them like in Baltimore and stuff like that, but they don't do them. They haven't been doing them.
They've done here Paradise, Pride, and Constellation, because I went to Constellation. I didn't go into the other two because I've been on the ship. So
right,
but they're bringing them back slowly, but they are.
Right. I mean, I used to just like to run down to Baltimore and get on the ship, and have the lunch and and hang out with the other agents and stuff.
Yeah.
So
maybe you want to contact your BDM and see if they have any around your area.
Yeah, I mean, but they usually had them like right there on the website.
Right.
Went there and just picked the one, just filled out your information, sent it, and then you would get an email saying, yeah, you're in.
Right. A lot of stuff has changed since COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you know what? Here's the thing. I love my Royal Caribbean BDM.
Who's your BDM there?
Huh?
Who's your BDM there?
She's Kathleen Killian.
Okay.
So I love her. She is amazing. My Carnival BDM. Yeah.
Business district manager.
Yeah, business development manager.
Yeah, there's some that are really good, and then there's some that is not even worth.
My Carnival one. Do not like her at all.
We had an amazing. We had a great, amazing. I tell her, I wish that she was still there. Our celebrity BDM, she was top notch. That chick had it going on, and then she's no longer with the company right now, and they put somebody else, and it's like pulling rocks to try to get something done.
Now when I first was an agent, my Norwegian BDM, his name is Chris, and he was absolutely a rock star, right? And if I would email him and say, Chris, like, do you have a couple minutes? And he would be like, I'm going to call you in like 5 minutes. He would call me, talk to me, be there, right? Then he left. Like he didn't leave Norwegian, but he left. Like he wasn't a BDM anymore. So then we got this guy, I think his name was like Sebastian or something like that. He didn't like I don't even know if he knew he worked for a cruise line. He was like just like a complete total waste of time and everything else. And he just left. And I think I just got an email like, I don't know, like a couple of days ago about, look in here. I think it was just a couple of days ago, I got an email from them saying, hey, like it was an email from him saying, oh, it's been really great being your BDM. I was like, really? Like you didn't do anything, but okay. Yeah, it's bye. So, and then he was like, hey, introduce it. But her like, hi, I'm your new BDM email came out before his email of, hey, I'm leaving. And I'm like, anyway, so. I can't find the email now, but anyway, so we'll see how she is, but yeah. But my Royal Caribbean one, love her. Like I get emails from her all the time. Like when she's gonna do special seminars just for people who are like under her, like in her district or whatever. And I always get emails from her saying, like, since you're in our top 5% of Royal Caribbean sales agents, I have a special rate for you and stuff like that or whatever. And it's usually pretty reasonable. It's like $300 or $400 for like 7 days on a ship or whatever with her. Yeah. It's pretty reasonable, but I never go. And then I get like a guilt email from her. She like sent me an email one time. I was really counting on you being there because we had a lot of new agents that were going to be on that.
Right.
And and you do, and your sales are so good and everything else. I was hoping that you would be there to like talk to them and this and that and everything else. And I'm just like, yeah, I wish I could be the team player sometimes, but sometimes I just can't be, like sometimes I was like, I don't even have time to like edit my own vlogs, Kathleen, right? And you want me to go on a cruise and handhold all of these like young agents and stuff like that. It's like, sorry, can't be there. So
oh my.
No, seriously, I just posted a vlog out there. It was my first vlog since like April.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right. But I have enough vlogs to like, if I never vlogged again, I have enough material to release a vlog every week between now and 2037. Okay. I just have to put them all the hell together and film more and spit them out.
Right.
So,
Oh my. I mean, that's just the way it is, So I don't know. Well, should we stay another hour or should we book it up?
That is entirely up to you,
Jeremy.
I'm cool either way.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Mike?
I'm good.
Mike is like, I'm just here. He hasn't said a word.
You're sticking there. I know you're staying. So
I know the camera angle changed a little bit.
Yep. It's
He wants
nighttime now.
us to make, I was gonna say he wants to make sure we know it's nighttime there. That the sun actually does set in Alberta.
Yep.
In Canada, eh?
But I heard him like say the other day that it was as hot there as it was in Texas, or Jeremy said something like it's as hot there. I was like, yeah, none of the like Eastern Canada is not like that.
I don't think it gets that hot.
Jeremy,
It might be warm, but yeah, but
you guys have had like 100-degree temperatures there, right, Mike?
Yeah, we had the other day.
But humidity and all that is not the same.
Hey Scott, your other homie's here.
Oh, hey Jeremy, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Oh,
not like anyone is waiting on them or anything.
And then he makes
Yes, I know.
Well, don't worry. Once he get his once he get to them, 20.
I know. Like I was just talking to my wife about it the other day. I was like, you know what? I really have to get down here and get editing, honestly. Because I'm like, my cruising is starting up. Like I haven't been on a cruise since March, right? First world problems, I know. But listen, my cruising is getting ready to start back up again. I'm cruising. I'm like, I already have so much material. I need, I do not need more. Well, I do need more material because I need to be on the ships. But I'm like, I really got to get cracking on this stuff so I can move it all through. But
yeah, then you're gonna get stuck with it, and then by the time
I know, and then like here's the thing, then I'm like on these ships, right? And I want to go live from some of these ships, right? But then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go live, so these lives are gonna be out there. So I'm gonna go like live from Oasis, and then the next day I'm gonna release a vlog from I don't know, from like Magic or something like that. And be like, wait, how can it be on two ships at the same time? Kind of stuff. But
a little confusing, but.
Yes, that's the only thing about it is, right? Or like I release a vlog from like a Halloween cruise in August. So like, okay, I have to wait. I have to like hold it until October, so and people think I'm really on that ship then.
Well, that's what I was planning on doing.
I did something like that with Tinkerbell when she started talking about the RCL ships. I said to her, "Send me your videos. Let me do a video out of that." And she goes, "No. I'm gonna make my own. I'm gonna get into my own channel." So in a way, I kind of kicked her going.
I was on the wonder when you're like, "Oh, can you send me some vlogs?" And I'm like, I have my own channel.
Right. So finally brought it out. I said, "Oh, okay." I keep it to myself.
Yeah.
And then finally got her stuff going. So I'm gonna do the same thing to you, Scott.
I met Jordan Bob. I don't know if you guys follow her. She's the skater for Royal Caribbean. She's one of the skaters. She has her own channel. She's like 20. I think she just turned 26 now, I believe. I could be wrong. Or 23, something like that. And I actually met her on the Wonder. And it was so weird because I had an issue with my Wi-Fi. So I went because you know how they do multiple different works. And I knew she was going to be on the Wonder and I wanted to meet with her, but weirdly, so I went to go get my phone and she was the one there. When I saw her face, I'm like, oh my God. And we took a picture together. So that was really cool to actually take a picture with another YouTuber. I think she has like 60,000 or more subscribers on her channel.
Nice.
And
I have people I have not only people recognize, I was like this one time, right? Okay, I was like this one time or whatever, and I had him in my hand, right? And this guy came walking up to me and he was like, "Can you put those on for a second?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I put them on, and he was like, "You're Scott from the Mustard Drill, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I watch your channel." I'm like, "Thank you." Right? I had a conversation with him.
You saw Danny's comment, right?
Yeah, right on the screen now.
This was Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. So, but and then I have other people. I'll be staying over here and I'm vlogging or whatever, and kind of vaguely aware that somebody is just kind of lurking over behind me a little bit or whatever. And then as soon as I'm done, they come over and they're like, "What's your channel?" And stuff like that. So, and they'll be YouTubers as well, but they're not cruise vloggers. They're I don't know, eat salads for dinner kind of vloggers and stuff like that,
Right.
or whatever. So then they talk to me and stuff about different things. But yeah, I mean, I definitely get recognized pretty frequently. And if I don't get recognized, I'm, I get I really have to be careful about stuff sometimes because here I am. Okay, I've got this cell phone in a holder that's connected to a telescoping tripod with a dead cat mic on top of it. And I'm walking around and I'm talking to it. And then somebody walks up to me while it's right here, in front of me and says, "Are you a vlogger?" And I'm like, no, not at all. This is just a really creative way for me to, film my meal or something, it's just yeah. So, so I have to be careful about stuff sometimes or whatever, because my normal reaction is not to be a jerk, but my normal reaction is to be kind of sarcastic about things. Right. But then, but I don't know how people might take it, so it's when I was talking to people about, when I first started vlogging, I would get comments all the time. Now, I don't really get them as much anymore, but of course, I've only been doing live streams and people aren't really doing too much of that, commenting on my live streams too much. But I'm always getting these comments all the time saying, "What's up with the sunglasses? Lose the sunglasses," and then people got really crazy, and would say, literally in my comment section, "If you don't stop wearing your sunglasses, I am not going to watch your channel anymore." Right. And I would just be like, so I'm like, fine, don't watch my channel anymore. Right. So, but so I have to be, I have to be really careful. So now when they comment stuff like that or whatever, I'm just like, "Thank you very much for your comment. I appreciate your position, or I appreciate your perspective. I'm very sorry that, I have to be really nice and diplomatic when I really just want to be honestly, if you're here to see my content because you're interested in this kind of content, and for some reason you would rather not watch my content because I'm wearing sunglasses, then you've got bigger problems than, not watching my content because I'm wearing sunglasses." Right, exactly. I'm like, you know what? Do you know how many vloggers out there wear sunglasses no matter what they're vlogging about? You know what I mean? Like some of my first vlogging idols were people like, Super Saf and Casey Neistat and stuff like that or whatever. And, they built their multi-million-dollar subscriber empires on wearing sunglasses.
Okay. Aside from the obvious, what's on the panel, read the chat, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like Jeremy was actually in there talking to, I think he had like chatted with the one guy or whatever one time or whatever. I was just like, you know what? Okay, whatever. I mean, I got a lot of people really giving me grief about the sunglasses to the point where I actually like went on a crusade to try to figure out why some people don't like others wearing sunglasses. And, and I didn't really find an answer that I thought was good enough or whatever, but no, they're actually brown, but anyway, so but yeah, so and now I just completely ignore them. Whenever anybody, like I literally just had a comment maybe like 4 weeks ago or something like that or whatever. Somebody had said, "What's the deal with the sunglasses?" I just totally ignore those comments now. I don't acknowledge them for even a moment.
And what was
somebody in the chat here not long ago or whatever said, "What's up with Scott? Is Scott blind or something like that?" And somebody said something about
right
that
after you just got finished reading off of a computer screen. They asked, "Were you blind?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, here's your sign.
Yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't even answer it anymore. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? Look, this is listen. If you watch some of my early videos, okay, there was an additional piece of costume, for lack of a better way of putting it. I used to sit in this chair, but my cameras were over here, right? So you sit here in this chair with this hat on, sunglasses on, and a life jacket.
And a duck. There was an episode with the duck.
Yes, there was an episode with that. Yeah. But I used to wear a life jacket, Tinker, in every single video. So if you go back and look at my older videos,
back and check that out.
Yes, I had a life jacket on too. And I used to have a green screen too on top of that, right? So
little ducky.
So it has kind of, toned itself down a little bit or whatever. But yeah. And then somebody actually asked me one time too. They came up to me and they said, "Are you Scott from the Mustard Drill?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Where's your life jacket?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't wear it anymore." And I definitely don't wear it around on the ship, right? They might have a problem
that's
with that.
Funny.
Right. And I think when the first time I went on a ship, I actually asked my cabin steward, I was like, "Do you think Carnival would have a problem or whatever if I wore the life jacket from the closet here or whatever?" And he was like, "Yeah, I don't know." So I was like, "Okay, I won't do it."
So Scott, I have a question. When you started the YouTube, what made you choose the Mustard Drill?
Okay. You gotta get you gotta stand out.
Right.
You gotta stand out.
I like it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you gotta stand out. Yeah. So, and of course, you used to have to go to the Mustard Drill with the damn life jacket on and stuff, right? And I knew I was gonna wear this life jacket. So I'm like, okay, so that kind of plays into it as well, too. And then I thought, okay, standing out and people hate the Mustard Drill, right? So I'm like, okay, people hate it, but they're gonna remember it.
Right.
Right. They're gonna remember it because they hate it. So kind of why, And then I kind of thought a little bit too, right? You go to the Mustard Drill for information, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
but then they changed the name of it. But then they changed the name of it to the safety briefing.
Safety briefing.
Yeah. I got to
change until my channel really got going, you had to type in the Mustard Drill channel.
Right.
Or you would just get videos about the damn safety briefing.
Right.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So now if you type in Mustard Drill, most of the time you'll get my channel. Like you'll also get the safety briefing.
Right.
Stuff too. Right. But my channel will be kind of like higher up on that list. Right. But yeah. Yeah. So that's why I picked it. So and cool. And people like it. Now and stuff like that. And I like it. But at first I was kind of like, I don't know, is that a stupid name? Or people are going to be like this or that? And the other thing too is early on in the algorithm, you know, if people had cruise in their name, you know, or something like that or whatever, you know, like, you know, they had cruise in the title of their channel, the algorithm was more likely to pick up their videos and serve them out to people who were looking for cruises. And then who's the big guy that does like the list every year of all the cruise vloggers?
Gary Embridge.
Yeah,
Gary
right.
Embridge.
Yeah. So anyway, so he does this list every year of all the cruise vloggers, you know, and how they rank by their YouTube ranking.
Okay.
And for a couple of years straight, I was not on that list. And finally, I just got pissed about it. And I reached out to him and I was like, why the hell am I not on this list? And he said to me, he was like, to be honest with you, he was like, you know, when you search for vloggers about cruising, you never come up. And I was like, well, how the hell do I not come up? You know, I'm the muster drill, right? Like, but I guess because I didn't have like cruise in my name or like travel or this or that or something, it wasn't coming up. So then he was like, but you'll be on the list next time because I just went ahead and stuck you in my spreadsheet. And I was like, cool, right? So, but I mean, I had to literally reach out to him. So I felt like for a while that was kind of holding me back a little bit too, because when people were searching for, you know, cruise vloggers and stuff like that, the algorithm for some reason was not putting the muster drill and cruise vlogging together. So I think that might have held back a little bit of the growth of my channel as well. So
where's the cake? No cake? She bring back cake?
No cake.
Get out.
Yeah. She's like, you're live?
Yes.
Yeah, he was asking because they knew you were at a party. They were asking if you brought cake.
From la quinceañera.
I know. Want to come
Not
say
even
hello to
papitas or
everybody?
nothing? Oh my lottie.
So yeah,
That
so
probably
that's
means
how
no
that's
cake.
how it all came about. So
I do have this though, but
ooh,
yeah, it's all mine. I just don't want to eat in front of you guys, but it's been there waiting for me. Hey, hola fingers.
hi, hand.
Let me your glasses. These are the glasses she brought from a party.
Oh my lord! Wow, 80s disco.
I wonder if it has lights.
It does.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, look at that. They blink. That's pretty neat.
That's definitely disco.
Here you go.
but like in my early vlogs, my sunglasses were not prescription.
Oh my God,
Okay.
my internet's
And I need prescription sunglasses to see. I need prescription glasses to see anything close, right? So I have presbyopia, so I need them for close-ups. So a lot of times I would have to go back. Sometimes I would literally have to go back and refilm segments of my vlogs because I did not have prescription sunglasses on, so I could not see my screen well enough to see if there was like a, you know, something screwed up in my framing and stuff like that. So I would literally have to go back. So now it's like, now I have prescription ones. So now I can actually see my screen. And like when I would get into some of these early live streams and stuff, I would not be able to read any of the comments. People could be sitting over there, like, you know, dumping on me and I wouldn't even know what they had said unless they threw it up on the bottom of the screen or something like that. Cause I just didn't know. So, but now I have prescription sunglasses, so now I can read everything, see my screen.
nice.
That's pretty neat.
So think about it. I saw the comment and I see that you answer it already,
Yeah.
and I thought for sure you were the one.
Well, he said about around the Disney community for ages. So well, I'm not like in the Disney community, but I've been Tinkerbell for like maybe like 15, 16, 17 years now, maybe.
Wow.
It
So
all
the
started
thing,
because
here's the thing that I want to know, right? How did my friend and client Jeremy know that you were a moderator for La Lita Loca?
You ready to do this?
Hold on. What was the question again? I'm sorry, Scott.
So how did my friend and client Jeremy know that you were a moderator for La Lita Loca?
I do not know, but I've
Me
been
neither.
moderating.
And I've had plenty of conversations with him since he asked you that, and I never asked him. So
yeah, I've
you may
been a
have to tell me
moderator
about it.
for Lalito for it's going like on 3 years now. 2, 3
And I
years.
remember that night.
Mhm.
I remember when you say, "So, Tony, how do you become a moderator?" He says,
We were on
"Oh,
a
just this
Patreon.
easy." Boom.
Yeah, we were on a Patreon show when that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Right there on the spot. Bam.
Yep.
Oh, like son of my gun.
And I don't know.
Have you ever
I
been
just,
on a cruise with Tony?
yes, I
Yeah. Okay.
have because I'm part.
So you know how he's royalty, right? You know how all Tony has to do is just walk out and about on a ship, and people are like, picture, 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 picture.
Well, I went because
So.
I'm part of her. I'm part of Jenny's team as well.
Yeah.
For travel agents.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a couple of group cruises that I've been on their group cruises as a
Gotcha.
moderator and to help her out as well.
Sure.
And it was funny because one time I was at an elevator and somebody's like, "Oh, you're Twinkle Twinkle," and I'm like, "No." and my daughter was with me. She goes, "Oh my God, how do these people know you?" And I said, "Because of the moderator." But yeah, she called me Twinkle Twinkle. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, so Jeremy just he just said in here he was a Patreon member, so I guess that's how he knew.
Yeah.
I was pretty shocked though when I saw him in there and asked you. I was like, wait, what? How's he know that?
Yeah, so that's the reason why, because I've been with them for a while now.
Gotcha. Well, and they live down
Alice
there.
is the one that got me
into
into watching them. Them and EECC travels.
I also met EECC on the Celebrity Apex back in I think it was February of last year. Very nice people.
Oh yeah.
And I met medical nurse Nancy.
That's a hoot right there.
Q's Cruisers. I've met with them as well. Let me see who else. The only one that I've been wanting to meet, but I actually talk every so often, is with D from Paro DJ.
Okay.
So, and Jared and what is it? Jared and Jared from, is it Jared and Jared?
Cruz?
JJ Cruz.
Yes. They're Paul. They're like Jared, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're Poles, I'm
Jared, Jared and Jordan.
Jared and Jordan, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice guys. Very nice guys. Yeah, they did a live a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what ship they were in, and I had talked to Jared separately. I had messaged him, and he's like, "Whenever we go on a live, just come on in, and we'll help you out." And they did a really nice shout out. It was very nice for them. It's like one of those things that you don't know how big the community is until you get into this.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, that's right.
Yep.
It doesn't cost you anything.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't cost anybody any grip, any nothing. So, he was a Patreon member for the past 6 months. Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me too. I stopped being a Patreon also. I'm just in a regular, membership now. He doesn't do as much patrons as he used to. So to pay all that extra just to pay. So I'm like, I need more medicine. I need more stuff here. So unfortunately, I got to cut down in a bunch of other places. So, and yep, I agree with you, Jennifer. The community has been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Jennifer because I don't know about Andrew be working this late, hanging out. So,
but yeah,
I want to meet some channel so-called cruising is fun anytime, but who knows when that will happen.
Hey, come along in the Boost Cruise. There you go. You can meet him.
He is in the Boost Cruise. Meet this crazy guy right here. He's 6'5", tall Houston dude from New Orleans. Right, Jeremy? Not me going away. He's spinning now.
That's the T-Mobile network for you.
Yeah. I had met Jay from JNS. He was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Jay from the Ship Live lives down the street from here, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out.
Very nice guy.
Yeah, so Jay and I were we were on Celebration together, and then we both went to Margaritaville at Sea.
Okay.
And I was on Margaritaville at Sea. I admittedly had way too many margaritas, and and I was at karaoke, and I was standing there, and Jay, he came out of nowhere, right? All of a sudden, I heard this voice next to me, and he was like, "You're next." I was like, "Oh hell no!" Right? So I told him, I was like, "Only if you go up there with me." And he was like, "I break dance. I don't karaoke." So, and then I didn't see him the rest of the cruise. So,
well, your buddy here is talking to you, Scott.
Yep.
I've been on a cruise with Tony and Jenny, and one with Don Torres, but not one with that guy. I know
I've
that
been on a
guy.
cruise with Don. Yeah. I was on a cruise with Tony, Jenny, and Don, and that was on the Celebrity Apex back on February of last year.
mm-hmm.
We did the one in the bloggers, and
Very
I got
nice.
both of them to say "Yo Yo Brooklyn in the house," and I deleted the one with Don.
Oh no!
Yeah. I was doing some editing and stuff, and I went to open some space on the phone, and I saw large files, and I went ahead and deleted them. When I went back searching for the Don section to put it, gone. I got so. I said, well, learning lesson, that's what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I have a question. Tinkerbell. If you don't want to answer at all, cool. But how does Team Jenny work? Do you get the percentage of what you sell from her?
Yes. Everything. The way that it works and the way that she has it set up is whoever sends her the lead, she'll pass it on depending on what the lead is and what exactly they're looking for.
Yeah.
And who can handle whatever that lead is. And she sends it to let's say if it comes to me, I'll read it. Then I'll email the customer, call them. And then when you do the actual booking part, it's like a 50-50 cut of the commission. Then if that client calls you back for another cruise, then that's your client. Then you don't have to split that anymore. So it's only the one time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just out of curiosity, what is your commission split?
Well,
With
whatever
Expedia.
comes.
No,
well,
with Expedia.
from Expedia.
Yeah.
It breaks it down because with Expedia, you have I think you pay, hold on, I'll tell you right now. Give me a sec.
While you do that, I'm going to go get me some coffee, okay?
All right. I'll tell you right now because I did a couple today. And I could tell you exactly what the breakdown
So is it variable? Is that why you have to look it up? Because you don't know?
Because it's because it breaks down to different things. It's not just like one. It's like you get your commission, but then out of that commission, 9% is a service fee, and then 6% goes to Expedia, and then the difference you get back.
So you're talking about 15% to Expedia? Well, service fee and commission split is 15%.
Right.
Gotcha. So you're basically getting 85%
back.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So mine is 90-10.
Right.
But Cruise Brothers is 50-50.
Oh, okay.
So like Jeremy and Mike's is 50-50. Mine is 90-10.
And Expedia also has it by brackets too, Scott. So depending on where your sales are and the revenue that you bring, you can get more than that. So it's all brackets.
Well, right. So so KHM's is normally 80-20.
Okay.
But because my sales are high enough, I get
right.
It's 90-10 for me. But it's 90-10 for everything.
Okay.
Now your percentages are different, obviously, because cruise lines are 16%.
Right.
And all inclusive can be, whatever. In travel insurance is 21%, stuff like that. But whatever that is, whatever that commission ends up being, it's a 90-10 split for me.
Okay.
So
yeah, because ours is a little different. Also, if you sell an insurance, depending on which insurance you sell, you can make up to 30% per sale on insurance.
okay.
Some of them are only 10%, so it just depends which ones you want to do.
Right. Yeah. Well, see, like I tend to only sell one insurance from one company, and that one is 21%. So
right.
But I think like if you were to sell cruise line insurance, I think the percentage of the commission on that is low. It's like 10.
Wow.
It's really low. It's 10.
Yeah.
I think it's like 10.
Do you do like do you do everything, or you just do cruises only?
So I do about 70% cruises, 30% all inclusives.
Okay.
So I've sent a few families to Disney, but I don't really want to do that anymore.
Right.
I don't really like doing Disney. So, but yeah, so cruises is mostly what I do. But like I said, I do a decent amount of all inclusives too. Probably I like right now, like I probably have about 11 all inclusive clients in the pipe. So, you know, I've probably had as many as like during COVID. That's all I was doing, obviously, because cruising wasn't happening, but people were still going to all inclusives. So, but I did all inclusives before that anyway. But so, because I mean, like I really see like all inclusive as a land based cruise.
Okay.
I mean, it's really what it is. I mean, it's ridiculous how similar it is. So, so I believe in that kind of product as well. But I mean, I knew I wanted to do cruises because that was my favorite kind of vacation anyway.
Right.
Before I was a travel agent. So I knew I wanted to do cruises. So when I set my travel agency up as Sail Away Cruise and Travel, I was having trouble picking a URL from like, you know, for my domain and stuff at the time. So I picked comesailawaycruise.com. And then this other agent, you know, like when I do that, just imagine like exclamation point @ hashtag %, exclamation point, because that's really what I feel about it. So
I spelled out a different thing, Scott.
Yeah, well, she came along. She came along with her franchise from Cruise Planners and took comesailawaycruises.com.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And she steals a lot of my business. A lot. And I had a conversation with her about it one time. And she said, all is fair in business, and hung up on me.
That's crazy.
But she steals a lot of business from me. A lot. So occasionally I get a call from her and they'll be like, oh, I'm looking for Mary. I think her name is like Mary Graves or something like that or whatever. They're like, oh, I'm looking for Mary or whatever, you know? And I just tell them, this is her. This is actually her. It's one letter different. She made it plural so that she could steal business from me. And she steals it. So like I said, she's with Cruise Planners. So she only does cruises. So yeah, but
wow,
you know, what am I going to do? You know, there's nothing I can do about it. So, so yeah. So, yes, Jeremy, all inclusives do include air and round trip transportation to and from the airport and the resort. So,
yeah, I do cruises, flights, hotels, rental car.
Right. So like I will do things like rental cars and hotels if a client says to me, can you help me with that?
Okay.
I will do it. But I don't typically do that. You know, like I think it's easier for my client to know if this hotel is something that they're interested in or that hotel they're interested in. But I will totally do it for them if they want me to. I just most of the time they won't ask me about it. So, and it's not really kind of part of the, like, it's not really part of the cruise process, you know, like they're more interested in the cruise and you're not like, where am I going to stay before the cruise and stuff like that. But like I said, if they ever ask me about it, totally help them with it. Even flights, I'll help them with, even though I'm not getting commission on flights. So I'll help them with that.
Yeah.
I just signed up with Scooter Round to do scooters, and they said we're going to send you your number so you can put your number while you're booking people scooters, but never got the number. Never got it. I got to get in the horn with them and see what's up with that, because it seems to me like by now I should have a number.
Right. Now, one of my problems with, go ahead.
And Rob says, Scott, have you ever said this is her assistant and closed the sale?
No, good, but you know, like again, because I'm not an unethical piece of, you know, whatever like she is. So no, I don't. I tell them, here's her phone number. Call her. You know, if you're looking for her, call her. Yep. So you know, I could easily probably do that if I wanted to, but I don't, because again, it's unethical, it's not right, it's unfair, and I wouldn't stoop to that. But like I said, but I do have a lot of people, like I will find out about it. Like I've seen things on like Nextdoor and stuff that were like, hey, you know, that travel agent, like I saw this one post one time, and this guy said, this travel agent you recommended, I called, but they said there was no Scott there, so I dealt with a woman named Mary, and I was like, you know, so I'm like, she got me again, you know. I'm just like,
either directly or indirectly, she's got to get hers.
Yep. So yeah, so but you know, again, you know, nothing you can do about it, but. So like the problem I have with all inclusives is a lot of times people will want to book more than 13 months out. And because air is part of that package, I can't book it. I can't quote it because the air schedule is not out that far. Right. So.
Was that question already answered?
Yes.
Yeah. Everything's been answered.
And so was Rob's.
Getting yourself in trouble. Oh, I got my my liquid, my drug.
Embarkation Nation wants to book another one.
I know you guys down there with this cruise, with this cruise port flex, right? Always getting on those ships. I mean, listen, I mean, I'm only an hour from the port of Baltimore, and I'm only 2 hours from Bayonne, right? And, you know, like just a little bit further to New York City, another 10, 20 minutes or whatever. But so, I mean, I guess I can, you know, could get on a bunch of ships too, but yeah, I don't.
Yep. I could go to Progresso every weekend. I really could.
Progresso?
I love Progresso.
Yep, I guess I'm going to have to come to Galveston to get on a ship that goes to Progresso, because those Western Caribbeans from Florida don't ever go there.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, you're going to get hustled. You're going to get hustled by anybody and everybody. But it's such a beautiful place to me. It's nice. It's rustic. It's, you know, real. It's real Mexico to me. So it's just like that. That's what I look for in a cruise port is, you know, how genuine and authentic is it? Or is Carnival just going to throw me another Cozumel? Yeah. You know, it's like, just like the ABC Islands. The reason why people don't want to go to Bonaire is because there is no cruise port area. It's just Bonaire whenever you walk off the ship. But it's beautiful. It's all local. It's all, you know, just a genuine experience from that island. And as long as
looks like that question from Rob is for you, Mike, from your fellow Maple Leafer.
Yep.
Well, not from the States.
Yeah, maybe. Does Rob not know that you're in Canada too?
I have
Rob,
no
do you
idea.
not know that he's in Canada?
Now he knows.
Yeah,
Now he knows.
I mean,
You didn't play. You didn't,
I was getting ready to say, can't you tell when he talks? But he doesn't talk that much.
I was just gonna say that.
Right, and you didn't play his sound whenever whenever Eddie was introducing everybody at the beginning of the show.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I try not to mix the two shows. So
I know, but it's still cool.
I should probably get some more sounds though for late night.
There you go.
Yep.
Yes, he already answered this, Jennifer. But yes, they are in the process.
Yeah, we're in the process.
He's waiting to hear the email says you are now.
Yeah, so he did hit it, Jennifer, and they I guess submitted the stuff, but they're waiting.
Yeah, we had actually hit this evening.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just give it a day or two, and then boom.
Yeah.
So now you have another 1,000 to go.
Yep.
The way they're moving,
then the big bucks start rolling in, boy.
Yeah, the big bucks, yes.
When the big
In
bucks
2 months. In 2 months.
Bigger pennies start coming in.
You might have some onboard credit money.
Okay, but at least you don't got to worry about the subscriptions anymore like that. Like you're, like right now, in the hours, because it'll be a done deal.
Make sure that you just keep bringing content and stuff like that.
Yep.
Get your stuff going.
Yep.
So Rob has a follow-up question for you, Mike.
Okay. What was it? Alberta. Don't know what my favorite port is yet.
What's your favorite port and why?
I have no idea.
Rob's in Ontario, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
North of New York.
Yeah.
New York State.
I don't know what my favorite port is yet.
I would feel
Yeah,
awesome.
we got a blue card amongst us. He got the blue card blues until like 2 days within the cruise. He's going to be.
I love freaking the blue cards out all the time. I'll just walk up, because they always have it on a lanyard around their neck, and I walk up to them and say, "How's your first cruise?" And they're like, "How do you know this is my first
right?"
Right. I'm like, because I know.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to be diamond in Carnival.
Oh, nice.
That's what I'm getting in this October coming up. A blue card.
I'm gonna turn platinum at some point this year because we still got 3 cruises to go. I maybe on the Jubilee. I'm not sure, but it may be the booze cruise.
Yeah,
no clue.
Yeah, I think I'm platinum on Carnival. Let me see, Royal. I think I'm gold, getting ready to be maybe I'm the other color, whatever the other color next is.
Come here, mama.
In Celebrity, I'm elite on Celebrity.
So the nice thing about Royal Caribbean is that when I cruise, my wife gets credit for it, right? So it'd be nice if Carnival was that way, because I'm platinum on Carnival, but my wife isn't. So, but yeah, so like when I get on Oasis, which I get my block from Oasis, my crystal block.
Nice.
So, but when I get on Oasis, those, her night count will go up afterwards. So
nice.
Definitely nice. So she was actually telling me, if we take this 11-day cruise next year on Carnival, then she needs just 3 more days to be platinum.
Yep.
So she's not that far behind me, but she is behind me. So, but I'm trying to get diamond on Carnival.
Cool.
And then I think by the time I'm done with my MSC cruises that I have already on the books, so like my 11-day and my 7-day, I will be diamond on MSC as well, which is their top tier. But in fairness, I'm only going to be that because I did the status match.
Status
So
match. Right.
yeah, I did the status match. So, and then I've been cruising on MSC since the status match. So that will get me to diamond, and then I'll be able to stay diamond on.
Right.
So
that yacht club is nice.
Yeah. So in February we'll be yacht club on a 7-day out of Brooklyn on Maravilla. So we're only doing that cruise for the yacht club experience. And we're only doing it because we both of us are all in 7 days yacht club, $2,000.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No. So cheap. So we were just like, okay. I mean, neither of us are probably interested in going to the Bahamas, but not in February, right? Because I don't know if you know this or not, but it can be downright cold in the Bahamas in February.
Mm-hmm.
Like it can very easily not be warm there. So
yeah, but at least you get to see the new port.
Well, I get to see that in 9 days. So
oh well, there you go.
I'm really excited about that.
Oh, February's gonna be warm anyway. It's
not in the Bahamas, not necessarily.
It's not gonna be cold. It's gonna be warm.
Maybe.
Don't worry, you'll
I was there though, seriously. Like I was there I was on Coco Cay in February one time or whatever, and it was a little chilly that day. I think it only got to me maybe like 73 degrees that day, and so it was definitely not warm enough to get in the water.
That's nice weather.
Yeah, it was nice to like walk around the island, but it wasn't warm enough to get in the water. And we had a cabana, so our cabana steward or whatever, I was like sitting there because at the end of the day it was getting a little cooler because the sun was going down and stuff, and I put like a towel around me, and she came walking by and she saw, and she's like, you should have been here last week. She was like, it was only 56 degrees all day, and I was like, ugh. Yeah, I'd have died. I'd have stayed on the ship. So
we have this fellow here,
Rob from Cruise Brothers. Is that the Rob from Cruise Brothers?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ross.
Is he a Cruise brother?
Yeah. Ross.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Steve and Ross from Cruise Brothers. So I don't know who this Rob is from Cruise Brothers. Could be our.
He comes in our morning.
Yes.
Our morning time sometimes,
yes, yeah.
right? Yeah. Hi, welcome to the nighttime.
Yeah. 73 is warm in February if you're coming from -2 in Canada. You got that right.
Right.
Well, okay, yes, but still not warm. Not by my standards, which are about the most unrealistic standards there ever was.
I keep it 73 all the time here in the house.
72 here.
Yep.
Since April.
Yeah.
And then the fan going at it too. So
no, so like when I was on Ross's live, I was downstairs in the club, right? So
saw that.
So and then Elizabeth was up here, with the air conditioning turned down to like 47, right?
Nice.
So then when I came up, I was like, okay, time to turn the heat on to reverse things here a little bit.
Are you anemic, Scott?
No, that's just it, right? She always says to me, she's like, we got to give you a blood transfusion. I'm like, that won't work. So no, I don't have any health problems or any health condition that would be medically attributed to this. I, for some reason, can just not stand the cold. And my concept of cold now, my wife's father was exactly the same way. Okay. Exactly the same way. But for some reason, if he was cold, it was fine. But if I'm cold, you're weird. So, yeah.
You need some beets. Beets will thicken up your blood.
You know, there's some coffee enemas that you might be able to
Coffee
acquire,
enemas?
and they'll keep you warm.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So
Jeremy knows.
I know nothing about a coffee enema, good sir. You're the quickie king, so you would
Hey,
know about these things. We need to be
drink it. I'll put it
educated.
on.
yep.
This one's tasting right about good right now. I know my stomach is doing much better.
That's good.
I love coffee, but I could never drink it at this time of night.
Oh, forget about it. I hit that bell like nothing now.
Wow. Yeah, I would be awake.
It relaxes me instead of getting me awake or whatever the deal, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my mother used to say that she used to put it in a bottle, baby bottle, and didn't give it to me back then. So
Wow.
I believe it.
I remember as a little kid, my grandmother gave me coffee milk. Like she put so much milk in it that it became kind of like your cold brew is now. But they had that good deep South Louisiana thick community coffee that they fixed, and so I was wired. You know, it was like, give me coffee if you want to. I'm running all over the house.
Oh, don't worry. When we go to Key West, I'm gonna get you some Cuban shots.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna get you one.
Okay.
Just one, okay?
Oh my God.
That's all I'm getting you, just one.
So like when I'm on the Royal Caribbean ships, I will go like the normal Lido coffee is like you can practically see through it because it's so weak. So and they have that same coffee in the Diamond Lounge, but in the Diamond Lounge they also have like an espresso machine or whatever. So I will go in there and get the coffee, but then I will do espresso shots into my coffee, and then that makes them actually drinkable as far as like caffeine goes or whatever. That's how I kickstart my day every day on a Royal Caribbean ship.
Well, Jeremy, there you
go. Mid-March in Texas, I would say mid to upper 60s, if even that. And I know we're starting to head. I know that we're headed toward the 70s by mid-March.
Wow.
We only get 4 to 6 weeks of winter, and that's it. And there's not even snow.
Well, yeah, there's definitely not snow down there where you are, right?
Nope.
So
we don't get that.
I mean, it gets pretty cold even in like Central and South Florida. It can get cold sometimes for like a couple of days and stuff like that or whatever. But obviously, it's not going to snow.
Down in Miami.
Yeah.
So.
Could get in the 20s down in Miami. I remember because I have to walk from 181st Street and 2nd Avenue, Northwest side, to 172nd and 16th Avenue, Northeast side, at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because when I called the house for them to come pick me up, the phone wasn't hanged the right way. So me and one of my coworkers, we walked. At that time of the morning, it was 23 degrees. No jackets back then, you know? So, yeah. It does get cold for a few days, and then it goes right back to, then it's some days is 60 degrees, and Sunday at noon is 80. But Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon is 60 degrees again.
Right.
There's days where it's 40 in the morning, 72 by 11 o'clock in the morning. You know,
I was just say Atlanta can get kind of cold sometimes in the winter, right? You guys can get like ice and stuff like that too, right? Which I think is worse than snow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it is.
Well, every 7 years we do get a drop or two of snow. Like you have to be outside looking at it because it never sticks. Yeah. But we did have a winter storm hit about 2 years ago, and everything was covered in ice and snow. I don't know what happened, but it was we lost power for a whole week. It was miserable.
Well, I mean, like the whole world saw how terrible it was in Texas, when all that happened.
It's an anomaly. That was an anomaly.
The electric went out and everything else, right?
Well, I went out to the car to warm up. Baby couldn't make it out there because the ice was too slippery, but I had to go outside and charge our phones in the car, so I was able to run the car because my phones didn't charge without the engine on. Right.
Right.
I warmed up. The car warmed up, but she was still in here freezing, and that was bad. It was really, really bad.
Right.
I'd rather put stuff on than have to take it off because of the. So I'd rather be in the cold than the heat. But unfortunately, now with my arthritis, I got to be out in this warmer weather kind of type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It was getting bad up there in New York, so then my bones used to hurt for days at a time. So now at least it's a little bit better. It did snow here twice. One morning I get up. At the time I was living by myself. Alice was still working in New York, and I look out the window and I see the snow coming down. I quickly got dressed, grabbed the phone. By the time I turned the phone on, went outside, gone. I'm like, what the?
Yep.
We had a really mild winter this past winter. It was really mild as far as like snow and stuff goes, right? We didn't get a whole lot of it, but it still got pretty cold. So,
yeah.
Still got like single digits and wind chills, in the minuses and stuff.
Yeah. A couple of mornings that I took Alice to work, 19 degrees outside.
Oh, wow.
I was in shorts and a shirt. Went, got in the car. She got in the car. I took her to work, dropped her off, and came back. Solid is here to the car, so I wasn't gonna get all dressed up.
Embarkation Nation is talking about the winter storm.
She said what they stayed in a hotel.
Mm-hmm. But the hotel lost power.
Yeah, I say like if everybody lost power, the hotel's probably no better off than you are at home, right?
Right. The only thing that was open in Galveston was Waffle House.
Wow.
And they had 4 items on the menu.
Yeah.
A biscuit, bacon, oatmeal, and coffee. That was it. I got all 4 of them because by then we were starving. It's like we couldn't.
Because you couldn't cook, you couldn't do anything, right?
We couldn't cook anything. We're all electric, even the heater. Like everything is all electric.
Yeah.
So we couldn't do anything. I cooked the meat that we had in the freezer on the grill, but once you run out of stuff to grill, it gets tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine.
And then the heat, we got an email from the electric company asking us to turn our air conditioners up to 80 degrees and save energy because the Texas grid possibly might not be able to handle it. So here comes the rolling blackouts. I mean, they do it on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, listen, no offense against you or whatever, but I mean, when all that stuff happened and people were like posting about it on social media and stuff, I was like crapping on you guys pretty hard about it.
I know.
Seriously. I was just like, you know what? I mean, like, who makes the decision to disconnect an entire state from the rest of the grid? Who makes the decision who thinks that's a good idea?
Well, what blew my mind is that Texas has its own, but the western half of the country is on the western grid, and the whole eastern half of the country is on another grid. But
right.
Texas,
but they're both interconnected, right? They can move power from one side to the other, but you guys are like completely disconnected from the rest of the country's grid. Yeah, like an isolated sole singular grid down there, right?
Correct.
So you couldn't get energy from anybody else.
Nope.
So yeah.
So that guy flew down to Cancun to spend the week over there.
Oh yeah, that was our state senator, Ted Cruz.
And then he got busted. Oh, I'm just here to pick up my daughters. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we don't have too much trouble with that kind of stuff around here or whatever, but we're still getting solar. Because I don't ever want the power to be out for even 5 minutes.
Right.
So.
Yeah. We talked about solar before, so maybe one of these days we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're definitely getting it. Like my wife's even more concerned about, like, she's the one pushing even for it more than I am. Like I'm really pushing for it because I love it and I love the fact that it's green and everything else.
Right.
But we have to put a new roof on the house first. So
yeah.
And I said, let's just get the roof done first, and then we'll get the solar. But it's probably going to cost. Like, I want a system that's actually going to run the whole house, and not just essentials. So it's probably going to cost for a system like that. It's probably going to cost us about $35,000. You know, and then that, of course, charge a power wall. You know, like a battery wall or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. People died in that storm. It was really sad.
Yeah, I know, it was terrible. And then, like, when your power and stuff did come back and it warmed back up and everything, right? Then everybody, like, all your pipes were broken and stuff like that too. So then everybody flooded and stuff, right? And you had to bring plumbers in. Everything else was crazy.
Yes.
Hey, Bill.
The plumbers were busy for the next 6 months. Every plumber, every week. Yeah.
How are you guys still going?
Hey, man.
Hanging out.
Didn't you hear it in the beginning? You said 12 hours.
Hey, go ahead and go for the record.
You got
Well, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay,
where we're going? We're not going anywhere.
No, don't let me run you off, Tinkerbell. I don't want to run you off.
Hey, we've been here for 3 hours.
Right.
Leave the just leave studio and I'll keep rolling. Okay.
Yeah, keep running. You'll still get the watch hour.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just leave the
I
studio.
gotta head out too.
Just leave the studio.
Yeah, just click leave studio and then you can just close
click
down,
leave
but
studio.
it'll still run
You'll
until
still
Eddie
be
actually ends the live.
Okay.
Right.
Which should be tomorrow.
All right.
I mean today a little later.
All righty.
Okay.
Thanks for coming by.
Good night.
Good night,
We'll
guys.
see you Sunday.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
So we've been talking about cold weather, Bill. So I'm sure where you live, there's plenty of cold weather.
Plenty of cold weather. You guys are soft. Little power outage never hurt anybody. You go back to the good old days. You go to bed early. You read a book. It's good old days.
But see, the good old days actually consist of gas stoves and gas heaters where you guys are from. We have all electric everything.
Yeah.
Except for the car. The car is what kept me warm through that whole ordeal.
Well,
yeah, my whole house is gas. Everything, heat, hot water, cooking, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's when a generator comes in handy.
Yeah.
It does if you need it.
My brother has one in Miami, even though he doesn't use it. But he has one just in case.
Yep.
Because you never know.
Yeah, because our gas bill is probably our cheapest utility. You know, like even with all the increases and stuff, I think our gas bill is still usually only around $50 a month.
Yep.
Or something like that. So
definitely. So, Mr. Wanstrom, what you been up to?
Nothing at all. I've been actually doing that training for blah 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 Princess Cruises.
Awesome. Getting that free cruise, huh?
That's it. That's the only reason I got into this business. I'm gonna find the longest cruise I can possibly find.
I will tell you about a cruise. It's what, 32 days?
Oh no, I saw Scott. I saw Scott when he pulled it up there. I'm like, yeah, I took notes. I'm writing it down. Like, okay, let me go ahead and hop on it.
Yep.
I still have a few more lessons to go. So
yeah, that's only like one sailing though. So on October 30th.
Oh, there'll be another one sometime.
Yeah. There'll definitely be another one for sure, but that's the only one that being offered. Some of the sailings in there have a drop downs. There's multiple sailings. You just have to pick whichever one you want.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are just like one sailing on that itinerary that's available. So.
Well, I just want whatever the longest one is. That's what I want. I don't care where it's going.
Yeah.
I gotta wait till Alice retires, so then get
Right.
into this deal. So.
Yeah, I think I'm jumping on this 14-day on December 9th. I think that's when I'm going to.
That'd be a nice one.
Yeah.
Eddie, come on. Eddie, come on and join the crew, man.
We keep telling them about it.
There's no excuse.
Yep.
Free cruise.
I know. Tell him what.
We keep telling him he doesn't have to, he doesn't.
Well, Alice wants me to drop the bomb. So breaking news. Jennifer, get ready for the secret. She's looking at Cruise Brothers.
What about you?
No, let her take a look into it. getting information and reading the stuff. So we'll see whenever that stuff gets here or whatever she gets herself into, whatever kind of trouble. Then I go get myself in trouble too.
Yeah. Yep.
Cruise Brothers.
That didn't make any sense, Eddie. While she's at work in the day, you can do your lessons during the day. That would be perfect.
Hey, Bill.
What?
I don't know. Scott gave me the same
about
hint the other
you.
day, too. Scott said,
Alice.
hey, there's two TAs here, but there's two in the making. I went like, who's he talking about?
And you could both do it and get 2 cruises.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about doing. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
to join Andrew.
Go to if Disney still has their little promotion or Universal or whatever. Because seriously, Cruise Brothers, if you're not planning on doing it for a living, do them and don't have to worry about any payment. But if you want to do it for a living, go someplace else.
Plus, here's the thing, right? My host agency, they made it very clear in the beginning. You cannot join them to sell your own travel.
Right.
Like, you can sell yourself travel, but not only yourself, right? Like, if you are not booking in a certain now, they don't expect it right away, right? But after a certain amount of time, if the only bookings in the CRM are from you, then you're in trouble.
Yeah,
right? They don't want that kind of agent with them. And they'll even tell you there are other host agencies that would love to have somebody like you, but we are not one of them, right?
Right.
So it's like you're going to be actually legitimately selling travel. I mean, that's how they said it. You're going to be legitimately selling travel, or you're going to be somewhere else, right? But Cruise Brothers, you're right, is not that way. Cruise Brothers is perfectly fine with you just selling yourself travel if that's what you're going to do. So,
which surprised me that they literally came out and just said that. It's like, we don't care if you just do it for yourself. I'm like, really?
Right.
Yeah.
It was almost like a no lose situation for me. So you don't care if I sell anything. It's nothing up front.
Right.
And if I complete this the princess thing and I can get a free cruise.
Yep.
Because they're still making money off you. I mean, you're still booking through them.
I mean,
again, I still would
getting. I mean, they're getting 50% of whatever your commissions are. Yeah,
right.
Bill, who are you with? Cruise Brothers too?
Cruise Brothers. Okay. Now, again, if something changes where I decide that I'm going to get serious about this, which I don't think so. You know, at my age, I don't feel like, doing full-time work. But if I decide to change, then I'll look into like a different agency, and it will cost me a little bit out of pocket.
But is that to me?
But yeah, if I'm not, 50-50 is crazy. Just playing the Cruise Brothers if you're listening.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason we did it was because we were